That
Lara.
really?
Yeah.
Well, hello everybody. Just waiting for everybody to come online, and I think we are live. We should be any minute now. And look at that! I've got the whole family joining. Finally, finally get the
You
whole
got
family.
Lara.
Well, and I got you. You don't come on here very often anymore. Very rare, very rare. But anyway, good Saturday morning. My illness stuff is still continuing, unfortunately, but no more pain, thankfully.
Yeah.
Yeah, just needing the bathroom a lot. So we'll go to the doctor after this and we'll sort that out. I'm hopeful it's a simple, here's some medication. And we'll go on from there. Anyway, thank you for joining, guys. It's the last day of the month. Can you believe it? The February is such a short month. It flies
Yeah.
by. So Laura, so she has a vlogging camera now, right, Laura? You have your own DJI camera. It's my old one. And she's been making lots of vlogs.
She's doing a mukbang.
Doing what?
A mukbang, you know, the
Oh yeah,
food
she loves showing her food. We
mukbang.
haven't put it up yet, but eventually I'll get. It's going to be so much to edit. We'll have a lot more little Laura clips because some people like them. I keep them short enough so that you guys aren't going, hey, I don't like that or whatever. I see lots of you joining. Welcome, Daniel, Rec, David, Alba,
Alab.
Alab,
Alab Mara.
Alabmara, yeah. Phil
Phil.
McLeod, and so thanks for
Yes.
jumping in, guys. I appreciate it very much to see you guys in the live stream. So yeah, February's just gone crazy fast. We didn't really do much in February.
No.
We went golfing,
Yeah,
went to
that's it.
Iloilo, that kind of thing. But that's about to change, right? We are going to Cebu City soon, and I know she's excited.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, you've never been, right?
I've never been there. You bring me there.
No, no, not Cebu City.
Oh no.
Not the
No,
city,
not
not
the
Mac
city.
10.
Not
Yeah. And so my friend Bill, he gave us his place. He has a condo to stay in Lapu-Lapu, right on the water. Beautiful place, like a 5-star resort that also has condos. A lot of them are like that. And then actually somebody reached out and they live in Movenpick, which is another really beautiful, like 5-star place that also has residences. And so he's staying in there. So we're going to go visit him. We've already had a lot of people reach out from Iloilo City or Cebu City, sorry. So we'll hang out with some people. I expect to be able to find out, what it's like to live there nowadays. I haven't been there in 3 years, 4 years. I think it's been 4 years since I've been to Cebu City, and so that's a long time. And I don't know, when I was there, it was 9 months after the 2019 typhoon. Oh my God, it's been longer than that. Yeah, it's 2020 when I was there. So the typhoon had wiped out and damaged both Mac 10, Lapu Lapu, and Cebu City when I was there. It was still 9 months after, but yet the mall still had like boards over all the windows, and the skylights are all damaged everywhere. And you see skyscrapers. And even in Lapu Lapu, I remember staying in a hotel where you look out and the hotel only had 5 floors that were repaired. Everything above it, the windows were all shattered. And so you could stay only in the first 5, 6 floors. And then when I looked out my window, the side window, there's another really tall building beside us. And this is a very modern, beautiful area, right? You could see the window shattered in that other hotel, and the furniture's all turned upside down and everything. And this is 9 months later. There was still a massive ship pulled right up onto land there, and so it was a heck of a thing to see because the 2019 typhoon really did a lot of damage in this Cebu whole area. And when I was there the whole time, even when I was in Bohol, they struggled to find any real good internet. And I was in IT Park, and I guess IT Park was still kind of new at that point. And I was so confused because everybody just had those Globe and Smart modems in IT Park in the ALA buildings. And the internet was so incredibly slow. It was like dial up. It was really terrible, really horrible for somebody who wants to upload videos. And I talked to the landlord, or the guy who was renting it out, the Airbnb host, and he said, yeah, we were supposed to get it. And then COVID happened, like fiber optic to the buildings. And I'm like, wow, they call it IT Park. They don't even have fiber optic. But I have a feeling I'm going to go back there, and that's a thing of the past. You know, it's been several years now, and they've had time to get everything caught up. So I'm expecting a lot better than everything else. Yes, thank you very much, guys. I see a lot more of you joined in here. Arn and Sean, Roger, Parker, Anthony.
Maximus there.
Where?
I
Maximus?
know
Where?
Maximus.
Oh, you jumped one there. Oh, yeah, David Long. Yeah. Maximus.
Ronald.
Thumbs up,
Ronald.
Ronald. Yeah. Ronald Jackson. Oh, he's a member also. Thank you very much. Hello from California. Yeah, anybody who's got like that green, whatever, some of them might have other colors. Those are members of the channel. So thank you very much, guys, for being members of the channels. Even for $3.99, it helps a great deal. Laura's beautiful and sweet. Cat is regal beauty. Wow.
Oy.
That fits your look, Mike.
Oy.
You fit my look. Wow. And you know you got a little stain on your shirt here, right?
It's okay. I don't have.
That puts a little more natural into it, right?
That's the
Hey,
sign.
look at this. Welcome. Thank you for becoming a member. Look at that. AIC USA, thank you very much. Welcome. Welcome as a member of the channel. Awesome. Appreciate you very much. Anyway, so yeah, I'm looking forward to this trip to Cebu because, you know, I've said this many times and I'll say it one more. When I was, by the way, how's the sound? If you can tell me. I'm no longer using my soundboard thing here.
Yeah,
I'm
not
not
yet.
using that. And I've now just connected the mics directly to the laptop. I'm hoping it's improved it. I felt like it was sounding like a tin can, like really far away, the way I had it before. So hopefully it's better. Anyway, Cebu was one of my top places when I was sitting in Canada looking at the Philippines and using Google Maps and Google Earth or whatever. Loud trike going by. And that was my place. I was like, I want to live in Cebu. I don't want to live in the biggest city. I want to live just outside of the biggest city, you know, like the second biggest city, that kind of thing. But I don't want to live in the city. And I was planning, and I was dreaming, like many of you, that I would live in this this really cool house. And I felt like, you know, I'm thinking Bali, and I'm thinking those kind of things. And there's just going to be this quiet place down by the beach, and just wake up every morning, walk all over the beach, and it's so quiet. But yet I could just jump up on a motorbike, and 20 minutes later be in the city, you know. And there he goes again. And then you know, my dream got crushed when I went down there. It was like nothing like that. Oh my God. But regardless, don't regret anything, and I love it. Absolutely love it. And I found Roxas City. It's been awesome. Hey, David Long, thank you for becoming a member. Really appreciate you guys. Thank you very much for all my members. It's really awesome of you. Hello from Michigan. Hello, Michigan. Good life. And let's see. Yeah, Reg. Yeah, thank you very much. See, these guys are all members here. Thank you. IMP's friend and moderator for Rock and Jazz. Oh yeah, that was a good interview. You did. Interview NP did. Thank you very much. Yeah, I was totally out of the blue, got an email saying, asking if I would like to do it. And she's like, I heard you started this rental channel or rental app website, and I think people really should know about it. And I said, okay, great. And so I thought it was just going to be about that, but it turned out to be a lot more, right? So I think it worked out really well. I think she did a good job. She's very good at editing. Hey, thank you very much. Thank you. Well, we did get somebody new from this thing. Thank you so much. Sure. Thank you very much. So, little Laura, great sound effects in the background. Yeah, exactly. And we also have like 2, 3, 4 houses down, 3 houses down, is got somebody grinding like crazy. They just took a break. So it's cool so far. Anyway, we might start again. And we're like, what's our luck? Because we don't normally, like, how many lives do we do, right? Are you answering any questions? Yeah, definitely. I haven't seen any actual questions yet, just people saying hello and stuff like that. And so, yeah, no questions there. But if we see questions, we're definitely going to be answering them. The fact that we're putting up comments, it should tell you, yeah, we're definitely going to. Just saw you on Filipino P. Awesome. Hello from Guadalupe, Cebu. We have to meet sometime at your restaurant. I have a friend in Leyte from Canada, and he wants to try poutine. We don't have any poutine.
No.
I'm sorry. And the recipes changed completely. Like all the whole menu changed completely. Other than the Canadian beaver burger is still around. It's a little different, but it's still got like it's still huge, and I like it. It's still handmade. Everything else, but yeah, the rest of the menu has been redone with the new management. So it's still good. You can get American steak. I never had that before, so imported American steak, and they do know how to cook it really well. So, and I'm so glad I had helped you with a couple glitches on the website, if you remember. I'm getting a lot of people writing me saying, hey, this is going on, that's going on. So I do appreciate you very much. But it's not because I had so many people writing me. So yeah, there's been a lot, like a lot of, that's not so much glitches, but a lot of suggestions. People are saying, can you do this? Can you do that? And I also had to dial back a lot of features because it was costing me a fortune, right? Like the Google Maps API was just going crazy because every listing you went to, it made a separate map just for each one. People are loving using the grand map so they can just see the whole country and all the how many number of listings in every area and everything. And they just kept using and using and using, and my map bills were flying. And I'm already running this for free as it is, so I had to do some stuff. And so anyway, yeah, definitely. What would you suggest as the first city to visit? I get this question a lot, but it really depends on what you're looking for. Like if the normal thing for tourists, right? Just tourists that come to the Philippines, they all do the same thing. They go to El Nido, Coron. They go to, maybe nowadays they all go to Bohol. They go to Panglao Island. Then they go over to Siquijor and Siargao. That's like the route, and that's the younger people or even older people that are just looking. I just want the best beaches. I just want to stay in resorts. That's the thing, right? You don't even have to think about it. You look online, they're all going to tell you to do that. Just hop from there to there to there. But I love a lot of other places that I've enjoyed so much, like even here in Iloilo, in Carles, Gigantes. Gigantes is a gem, yet there's very few people that go there. So yeah, I really have a lot of ideas for people, but it's hard to know until somebody gives me all the details. What are they looking for? What are they hoping for? Are they trying to find one of these?
Here in Roxas.
Yeah, come to Roxas.
Yeah,
exactly. A lot of people come to Roxas. So yeah, with more information, I can help, but it's really hard without more. Where do you get the rental app? Oh, if you go to, you actually just go to the website because it's written in JS. It's called, right. When you just go tplrentals.com, right away you'll see at the bottom install app, and that way it works for any phone. Doesn't matter what kind of phone you have or anything. It'll automatically install it for you, and it just updates automatically. You don't even have to. It just takes from the website, essentially. The days of app stores may disappear very soon with technology. And so, yeah, that's how it is there. Hi, Reg. Thank you again for being a member. Who's going to say 6 months? 6 months. How's the temperature here? What do you think it is?
Not really bad.
What's the temperature?
I don't know.
No guess?
No guess.
25, 24.
Just look at this. It's a little bit.
Yeah, there's
gloomy.
clouds and everything else. Yeah, probably if you were in the direct sun when the sun is not behind all these clouds, probably 27 Celsius. This. So for the Americans out there, we're talking in the 75, 77, 78 range right now. So comfortable. It's very, very comfortable right now. We're on the ocean, so we get a breeze, hence the little muffs that we have to keep on this thing. So yeah, it's pretty nice. Here it's minus 30. So yeah, we're the polar opposite. But it's very, very comfortable right now. Like really comfortable. I am relocating to the Philippines after the US summer. Have you been to Sipalay? Yeah, definitely. I have. Or no, sorry, I haven't. Sorry, I'm confusing it. Those are my friends. So it's a small area. There's not a lot there, but you can go to Bacolod, right? I think it takes, I'd have to double check. I think it's like an hour and a half from Bacolod. it's a quiet area. They have some nice beaches, like a few little, smaller resorts, that kind of thing. Because I did have a business partner that was former business partner early on in the restaurant that had businesses there, and so I looked it up and I looked into it. Not a lot going on there right now, but hey, a lot of people are not looking for something like high draw, like high high action, packed is what I was going to say, packed and high action. So it's quieter spot. But you are close to that volcano, all that kind of stuff. So are you okay with that? That's up to you. It has been erupting a lot lately, right?
Mm.
Yeah,
Taawag.
a lot.
Kanlaon.
I'm starting a Philippines flogger organization. I don't know. Would like to talk to you about. I don't know. I don't believe in you like having a union for something like this or anything, if that's what you mean. Um, I don't know. Maybe I just don't have time for anything, you know. So maybe I'll listen. I'll listen. How's that? I never say no to anything without listening and hearing the full story, and then I'll tell you if I'm interested or not. I would be happy living in a tent on a leased land on the island of Bohol. Yeah, Bohol's, Bohol's one of the cheapest places. If you don't want to go on a Peng Lao, it's very unpopular, right? It's not as unpopular as Guimaras, but Bohol's really, really empty. There's not much there at all. No, there's very little there. And so that's a place that would be pretty inexpensive, but you kind of would have to like have your own hut, sort of thing. You're not going to find nice rentals in the middle of nowhere. You have to go to populated areas. You have to go to, unless some foreigner at one point put a house there and then he decided he wanted to go somewhere else and he put this house up for rent. Those things happen, but as a general rule, if you want a rental that you like of any kind, you're going to have to go to a populated area. Or do like me, find something and make an offer, rent it, and then fix it up yourself. Since you're Canadian, have you introduced your wife to hockey or curling yet? Okay. Catherine does not watch sports anyway. And to be honest, like I watched it. I love going to the games live. It was great. In corporate, you get all these tickets all the time, sometimes box seats, that kind of thing. And I love the action and the feel when you're at a game. But I wasn't the guy who watched on TV either. So no. And curling, I've done it a few times because it was part of like curriculum in school. But and I think I watched a few Olympics. But the funny thing is the Olympics are going on, right? Or I think maybe over by now. I don't know. We have no idea here. It's not like nobody talks about it here. No. It is Winter Olympics, keep in mind. But even when the Summer Olympics are happening, even the Asia Games, that kind of thing, not many people pay attention here.
No, they don't bother the sports here.
Yeah.
No.
Laura was blowing kisses. Did you see that? It's okay. Oh yeah. Well, I'm trying to get everything fixed for everybody. And yeah, sorry, I didn't mean anything by that, obviously. I turned 42 today. Hey, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Am I old enough to retire? Listen, dude, my recommendation is people save up as much as they can so they can get out as quick as they can. And I would go back in time. I would really ingrain myself to not take out debt and just save like crazy. I would have done that a long time ago. So yeah.
No.
Oh, that's interesting. It keeps it a separate window. Sorry about that, guys. Something just popped up. Kat needs to be more honored by your audience because she makes your life better and easier. I agree.
Really? Thank you.
Do you think you make my life easier?
I think so.
Yeah?
I think so.
But did you always make my life easier?
Not always.
Like earlier on in the relationship?
Oh, yeah.
Were you making my life easier early on?
Mm-hmm.
Really? No.
No. Just kidding.
But she has really come into herself, she really has. I plan to retire there in late April. I would ensure to do a little of both, bringing only new crisp $100 bills. Money changers won't take anything else, and tell your bank that you are traveling. Yeah, definitely tell your bank they're traveling. And yeah, I think, you got to do that in the beginning. It's true. Wise is one of the apps that I use. But the funny thing is I didn't use it until after. if you want, because Wise, you can set up like a bank account for many, many different currencies. And so you can connect your bank accounts to it and everything. And so I can hold American, Euro, I can hold everything on this thing. And it's so easy to sign up. And I thought it would be complicated or difficult and all that. And it was actually not. It worked out really, really good. And so, yeah, that's another thing. But yeah, I remember in the beginning, you need money. Always need cash because the ATMs are going to bleed you. Howdy from Ventura, California. Thank you, Brian. Thank you for the super chat. Nice to see you again, Brian. Thank you so much. Did I get that one there? Yeah, I got that one.
Yeah.
Cool, cool. But this one,
Not
hey,
yet.
Reg just sent out 5 gift memberships to
Ooh.
5 random people who got them. Oh, there we go. So, hey, welcome to the new members. Make sure you thank Reg. That's an awesome gift. Appreciate it very much. Lara, are you falling asleep? No. Did you want to
No.
say anything to everybody?
She's just like a little bit bored.
Oh, you're
She's-
bored?
She's in front of the camera and talking
Yeah.
to people, but if she's on her own camera, she
Yeah.
talks a lot.
That's true. That's true. Because like I was saying earlier, we gave her a camera now, so she can do
Yeah.
videos. Hi, friends. Hi from your friends from New Mexico. We visited you in June. Nice to see you guys. It was great to meet you, Kat and Laura. Thank you very much. Keeping up with the
Yay.
Gibbies. Thank you.
Tadlong.
You took a chance. I know. I know. I can't believe it worked out. All right. Like it's hard to go around saying, "Hey, you should recommend you get kidnapped," but I kind of recommend it.
He wants me to kidnap him.
I wanted it.
Yeah.
Are you
he
sure?
wanted it.
Are you sure? Hey, just watched you on the Filipino P. Thank you very much, Brian. Yeah, that was pretty cool. If you guys don't know, I'm sure you do know because the new collab thing is it notifies my subscribers as well as her subscribers that of the video. And we see that there's some new people walking by right now looking at our house. They don't see us because the monitor's hiding us right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had a couple show up yesterday taking pictures of our house and everything. My assistant was sitting here and she looks over and she's like, "Sir, there's somebody taking pictures of your house." And it was a nice couple though. They were, generally please don't do that. That's a little weird, like sticking your camera right in my gate. But they were really wonderful people. Hey, $10 super chat. Thank you. We have been exploring post-secondary institutions for our daughter in the Philippines. Some institutions are globally recognized at a fraction of the cost. Absolutely. I don't know what ones you're looking at, but like, oh my God, why is my brain not working here? Ateneo is top in the world, like not top in the world, like I'm not going to say it's there, but it's accepted as the top in this country or one of the top. I think there's top 3. And you can go to Harvard, you can go to like all the big universities around the world, Oxford, whatever, because this is considered premium education. So yeah. And if you were looking for like high school and stuff like that, Iloilo has an Ateneo high school. Actually, it's everything. I think it's primary all the way to high school. It's a huge place and highly recommended for people that are looking to raise a child here in the Philippines. Let me go back up there just so I make sure I don't miss any questions here. I did get lucky. I did. And hello, Frank from Tennessee. And oh, Princess Lara. You going to say hi back?
You're a princess?
You're a princess?
Oh.
That's what they're telling. Hi, Mike and family. Hello, thank you. Hi, Mike. It's Andre from St. Catharines, Heritage Filipina. I really enjoyed your rental app. Thank you very much. Thank you. And we're just going to keep tightening and improving it and making it the features work better. And I'm going to show you something real quick. Okay, so this is the site, right? For anybody who doesn't know. And you'll see on here, so this is just like, when you first, and then after that you create an account and they're going to give you a little preview of some. I don't even know if they're the most recent. Yeah, they are. The most recent ones. They're going to show you like that. And you can actually browse. You can do everything without even creating an account. But even to create an account, it's basics only that are required, which is email and name. But you can also just log in with Google, so your Google account. And if you're a renter, we have different verification levels. This is new. And so not all, like the new landlords, renters, they only the newest are seeing it. But soon we will have verified. And so we can get rid of those scammers that way. And so they can verify with their Google account by doing that. And if you don't know, Google pretty much tracks everything we do. So the chances they don't know who you are is very small. But that's one level. Then we have another one. Of course, you can verify your email, that kind of thing. But then eventually we're going to have a pro level and everything else. So they'll get a profile picture. They're going to do everything. So you kind of have that trust system built in to the listings. Anyway, so you're going to browse listings. I'm just going to show you guys real quick, just so if you don't know. So right now, these are the search terms, and there's actually more filters right there. But there will be more because the listings I keep adding new things like pets, how close to the beach, how far away from the, like that you can put being right on the beach or within a kilometer of the beach, those kind of things. I'm asking landlords to tick these things. I'm not making them searchable yet because, well, it's going to make people feel like there's nothing available. Because if the first 653 listings never had that selection, they were never checked off. And so I have to wait until there's a good number of people that have gone through the new check boxes. And then there's a good selection of people that did select these things. Then I will make it searchable so that a good number of results come up. It won't still be all of them, but within 31 days it will be. Because every listing on my site expires after 31 days. Because counting on a person to come back and select rented is not very fail-safe. It's going to happen that they're just not going to, right? There's going to be a certain percentage of people that are just not going to click it. And so I want them to drop off. Now, the relist feature killed my site for 3 different times, and I'm working on it. So I've now removed it. But there will be a relist feature for like renters and stuff. So after it expires, if it's still available, or say they have a whole building with multiple units, well, as soon as it expires, they can click relist and it'll pop it back up and they say, go ahead and list, and it'll list as a new one. So I'm making sure people can continue listing if it's available, but after 31 days, it will be gone. And therefore the inventory is still fresh. And it's not like there isn't some other people that have created rental websites in the Philippines. There is, but I researched them. I looked at them first, and they show thousands and thousands and thousands of rentals. And I'm like, oh, wow. And then you look and they're just like everything else. It's like, oh, that's a rent to own. Oh, that's a for sale masked as a rent. Oh, and this is posted in 2021. This is posted in 2022. And so they just leave it all up there. So it makes them look good because they have 8,000 rentals when very few of them are actual rentals and very few of them are even that recent. The trustworthiness of them just escaped me from that. So that's why I worked on so many things. But another thing I put in, you'll see right here, it says PHP, but you can change it to, if you're American, USD. Now you see that this place is $538. This one's $625. This one is $2,500 a month. If you look at the location, it's Y, probably. I can't say that's market reasonable or not. That's up to them. But studio rental here, $465. So now you're getting US dollars in all of these listings, and that should be very, very beneficial to many people. And I have Australian, I have Canadian, I have Great Britain, and I have euros. So that's covering a great deal of places in the world, and that should help you. And so therefore, I'm trying to make this as user-friendly as everything as possible for everyone. So yeah, there's all that, but then also there's looking for. And eventually this will be some place that people are literally, and you can see, you can leave your phone number, your email, you can leave whatever you want, a Facebook, whatever, saying what you're looking for. Maybe it's an area that there just isn't a supply for right now, at least on the site. And so therefore renters and agents can look and see on here and go, oh, I have something for that person, and contact them. And you put your budget, what you're looking for, that kind of thing. So we have that also in there. And like I said, browsing and everything. Now, keep in mind, if you go to like Dumaguete, let's just pick Dumaguete. Sorry, I'm not going to go too long on this sort of thing, but I know a lot of people are interested. So there's so many cities in here. Oh, thank you. Dumaguete. And so say you search that. There's going to be, I don't know how many pages. There's only 30 listings, but really, Dumaguete is more than Dumaguete. So I put a nearby. This is brand new down at the bottom where I have nearby listings because Darwin and Valencia and what's that other one that's Cipian or something like that. So here's just to give you some other ones, just so you go, oh wait, maybe I should be looking also in Valencia or Darwin, those kind of areas. And so it says right here in Darwin, right now there's 2 listings. There's 5 in Valencia, and so you can expand on it. So these are all the changes that I've been adding recently, and I'm going to keep expanding on it. But at any time, this is what I was talking about earlier, it's costing me all this money, but you can also go to the map, and from there, it's going to show you how many rentals in an area. The more you zoom in, the more details become present. Now, in the early days, I didn't really have the Google Maps thing. So even though it says 31 here, if you go to those listings, those are early listings, though you'll often say what subdivision they're in, you're just going to have to go to the Google Maps and look it up. So they may be over here like these other ones, and these other spots, in that area. And sorry, I'm blocking that. I got to move it up here. There we go. Sorry, guys. So yeah, these big listings down here may actually be over here and here and here, that kind of thing. It's just early on. But that's going to improve as these listings drop off. New listings are always being posted. Things will only get better. So that's it. I just wanted to give you guys a quick thing there if you've never seen it. What is that? Oh, Tagaytay's not our next trip. That's an old thing. Sorry about that. Okay, so let's go back to your comments and continue on this, because I saw you had super chats and stuff like that. Don't worry, nothing will be lost. I think we got that one, but thank you again, Rich. Yeah, we got that one. We got that one. Oops, it's jumping all over the place. Hey, Jose.
Hello.
Oh, wait, did Jose do it twice?
Yes. Oh.
Oh my God. Yeah, he did. Oh no, he did it once, but he still commented. Jose, thank you very much. Always giving out these gift memberships. Every time he joins on a live, he's always helping out. Jose, you're an amazing guy, great friend, and thank you so much. That's so awesome. So make sure you thank Jose if you got a free gift membership. That's really awesome. Dude, miss you. He's an awesome guy too. Everybody loves hanging out with him. Hey, we got a super chat here also with no comment, but thank you very much. Daniel, thank you for the $1.99 super chat. Thank you. Oh, here we go. Finally, something you can answer.
My chart.
How is the family house build going?
They're still building.
Yeah, but what's the status?
The floor, they done half, and then they were planning to dump the rest of the, what do you call this? The floor. And then after the floor, they're going to do the, what is that? The wall, I think. And then do the drainage, I mean. Then I don't know what's the rest, because they just give me a list to buy some materials, and yeah, they just told me that this is the next, and maybe next month, I don't know, we're gonna finish the wall something.
I think it's gonna move a lot faster.
Because we only have one guy there,
so,
and my parents just helping him. So it's hard to find the.
They've tried everybody. Nobody wants to work. Nobody.
To help the one guy there. So that's why it's not very fast working. So I tried.
People think that it's just so easy, but it's getting harder and harder to find anybody who wants to do any work. And even, we're talking about paid work here. Yeah, it is. And even when we get somebody, once they make a couple pays of 500 pesos a day or whatever, then they're like, yeah, I'm good now. I'm good. It's really getting hard.
It was easy to get a guy there.
There's so many in your neighborhood that don't seem to work.
And I asked them, oh, we can't find a guy here to, to help us. I said, what? Everybody has a job? Well,
they don't need jobs all the time. There is a lot of.
Maybe they're just lazy.
Well, the government gives the government gives out money every once in a while to different things. They might call it SSS or they might call it whatever. They give out those land bank cards sometimes.
It's
There's like different things that are
uh,
showing up nowadays. What's the
forget.
4Ds or whatever it's called, or
4 Ps.
4 Ps, and so that's like 2,000 or 4,000 pesos sometimes, and there's a lot of that going on where there's a lot. I just see more and more of it, and it can take away from wanting to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it is what it is. But yeah. Anyway, so that let me break it down a little bit better though. Half of it is cemented. It's now level. It's got all the dirt, right? They already filled in everything, right?
Need more dirt.
Oh,
They need
the picture
more
you showed
dirt.
me was too cut off. I couldn't see it all.
Yeah, they need more dirt because the half floor there is already done, and then
Yeah,
the
it's
rest
cemented.
is cemented.
But they
and
didn't
then,
even do the dirt on the other side, or?
Yeah, because they need more dirt there.
Oh,
So
okay.
not much, but they just need to more dirt to dump, and then another flooring.
Yeah, they got to do the rest of the cement.
Yeah,
They're pouring the cement on the floor, and then because they recently asked for the 2x4s and everything to do all the framing, but then and cinder blocks and everything to do the initial
the
part,
blocks.
right? Because you the floor is here. You're going to keep going, and then you'll do the framing, and then it'll be hardy board and on the outside or whatever, and get all that prepped and done. And then you got to run the electrical wiring in the 2x4s, like on the
Yeah,
inside
'cause
and everything.
electrical is easy. It's easy to
Yeah, once
to
it's
run
all
it.
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's different levels and things, but yeah, that's where we're at. And but it's not terribly bad. Generally around 30 to 50,000 pesos every time in materials. So what is that, like 600 to $700 American, something, $600 to $700 American, um, going into it every month or whatever. So not terribly bad when you consider you're building a house, literally building a house. And imagine what that would buy you in the West.
Yeah, it's not
A
easy
plumber
to
for a
build a
few
house.
hours or something. It wouldn't get you very far. Laura is asleep ahead. Yes, she is.
She's gone, no?
Mike looking for a beachfront long-term rental, 3-bed, Zambales area, or around Iloilo. Well, that's completely different areas. Or Dumaguete. Oh yeah, you're giving that's 3 massive different areas. Yeah, the site's there for you. That's perfect because you can just look in all 3 of those areas and try to find. Now, beachfront, I'm going to tell you, you better be ready that day. That day. If it shows up, you have to be there to lock it in that day. And do not rent without seeing it first. It's very unlikely a beachfront place will stay unrented for very long. Very, very unlikely. If it's advertised. If it's not advertised, say it's just they just, hey, if you know anybody, I'm going to rent my place starting March 1st or something like that. Sure, you could probably run into one of those and it would sit there for a few weeks. But if it's advertised, beachfront house, very unlikely it will make it very long. And so that, I'll start looking months in advance. That's probably not going to work. I'm going to be very honest. So be ready. Be in that area. So pick your area. That's what I'm going to say. Pick your area. There is no beachfront in Iloilo, so you can say goodbye to that. There is none. And sorry, I just saw this guy in here. Yeah, everything's on my LinkedIn, so it's not exactly a secret where I worked at different women. Yeah, I remember my last boss. Of course. Anyway, so we have places here. Sure, Roxas City, beachfront. Zambales, I believe there is, but there's a lot of, that's a province. So that whole area, do you need to be in a populated area probably to get a rental? And I was looking recently, the same sort of thing as you. And I'm trying to remember that area. What was that area? In Zambales, there's like a little city or town or something. Let me zoom back out here for a second. I'm using my own map, even though it cost me. And so,
Zambales.
yeah, San Felipe and San Narciso, if I'm saying that right.
Narciso.
Yeah, something like up in that area. Those are some more populated areas, but I couldn't find anything, and I don't think there is much out there. But it's one of those things where you're probably going to have to look at the time, because if something does show up and is advertised, it's going to be gone. Everybody's looking for that, you know. So that's what I'm going to suggest: be ready, pick your place, and then start looking. Can't find anything there, you're going to have to go, but you're not going to be able to do it from the west, not like that. Anything's possible, sure. You know, I did it once and it worked. Okay, but let's just do that from overall. I don't see many videos of Western women. Oh my God, yes. If you want to, just don't. You're like on this algorithm essentially. But if you just look up Siargao, right? Sikior Siargao vlogs, there are tons of like blonde and brunette and tons and tons of, and there's some of them are, lots of them are vloggers. They have businesses like that. What's an ice cream Barbie girl? Like she's just blonde haired. She has an ice cream. She had an ice cream stall right on the beach there and everything. I think it's just algorithms that have brought you here. There's a reason why 83% of my audience is men. The algorithm does that. They're giving you to that thing there. But there are tons. There are tons. I've met like some also, but they're less frequent in these type of places. They're going to where you know, a lot of them are single girls, so they're looking for where lots of these young single guys are, you know, and they're all. So anyway, Siargao is a big place where, and Sikior, where I've seen just like solo foreigner girls, like all over the place. Very common, riding their scooters up and down the road, that kind of thing. Hey, look at that, Laura. What is that? Where did that go? Oh, I have to click something. There we go. Whoa, we got 3 of them here. For Laura, where did she go? Oh, there she's playing with her toys already. She's like, I'm bored. Thank you. We're probably going to get her something healthier. By the way, we got an ice cream maker
Oh yeah.
today.
Just today.
I don't know how good it's going to be because we saw the prices of them and we were like, oh no. But there was this Cuisinart, brand new, for 5,000 pesos. Because, you know, we're on this keto diet now, right? We can't have anything. We're like, But if we could find something, we could make like an avocado ice cream or something that where we know it goes into it. And so it was only 5,000 pesos. So just under $100 US. It got delivered today. Big box, brand new. So wish us luck. It's going to be so awesome. So we have to buy ingredients for that and everything. And Laura can have, we don't put her on any diets like that. We just restrict how much junk food she gets. But otherwise she eats noodles and carbs and, you know, all these things. She's a kid. So she gets, you know, everything in life. But yeah, so maybe that's what we'll do. Thank you very much. That's awesome. Appreciate that. Must visit. Hey, Michael Onstad, brother.
Oh.
There you go. The expat health insurance guy right there. Michael Onstad. His link's always in the description of my videos because if you need health insurance as an expat, you have a lot of people just need to get questions answered because there is a lot. It's not like even America, you know, where pre-existing conditions and all that stuff. Michael is the person to ask. He's a Canadian that was a insurance broker there, then came to the Philippines, married a Filipina, and now is the #1 for expat health insurance anywhere in the country. So drop him a line, Michael Onstad. I believe, Michael, can you tell everybody again, what's your Facebook page? I think it's just health insurance in the Philippines. It is. It's health insurance in the Philippines on. I really hope you do. Yes. Yeah, it is very important actually, Reg, and I already have it right here. Wait, why isn't that showing up? There it is. So we help out a lot of children. We are working very hard on getting this going. Thank you very much, Reg. That was awesome. $20 too. But I know you want this pushed. That's the payment for giving me that. Thank you. So we help a lot of kids that have the horrifically, their face is all mangled and everything else, and their parents lock them away. They never go out. Plus, they're too ashamed to go out, and their whole lives are basically never going to be fulfilled. It's going to be a terrible thing. And you see these children, babies, toddlers, 10-year-olds, you know, whatever. and you get it. You're like, oh my gosh, like this is, we need to help them. And it's often from way up in the mountains where far away from any hospitals or anything, children being born outside of a hospital environment. So these things can't be caught at birth. And so, the parents struggle with life and everything else, and the child, and so we send out, we get help from the military, we get help from everybody, but face hunters is what we call it. So if you are interested as an expat and you're retired, you would like to go and help look for children in very remote areas, make sure you have somebody who speaks the language with you, so a Filipino wife or somebody that speaks that language. That will be very helpful. We're always looking for that, but we also need help because yes, everybody donates the time. Sorry, it's right there. They donate their time, like the surgeons, the nurses. We have 50 OR nurses, but we do have to pay for all the medical supplies. We have to pay for, which is a big deal in major surgery like this. Even the anesthesiologist works for free, anesthesiologist, but we have to keep the people there for several days, and we have to bring the health care of those children up to a level that they can handle the surgery. There's this whole process that we go through. Now, you cannot donate to me. Please do not donate to me. The GoFundMe's here, or you can go to sulugardenfoundation.org. There's a million ways to donate on there. They are a registered charity in the Philippines, and we have helped over 6,900 children so far with this surgery. And it's incredible. And I have videos on it where I show, and you see the before and after the several days, and the children's all fixed up and everything. Yeah, it's going to take months to get rid of the swelling and everything, but you can already tell the difference instantly. And you're actually going to make a real difference in the world. Nobody gets paid other than like cooks and people that should get paid. And it's a very, very worthy cause, and a charity that actually does good and not just take your money. So thank you very much. And yeah, very soon we're hoping to raise 60,000 US dollars, because that will be 100 children to get surgery. I really hope you do. Oh, you just did that. So thank you very much. Thank you. What a great message. Yes, I agree. Hi, Mike from Calgary. Been watching you for a while. Great job. I'll be over there soon enough. Hello, Mike Paulsener. Thank you very much. Thank you. Looking forward to it. Thank you so much for the super chat. That's awesome of you. And yeah, I got that one. And what do you do with the super chat proceeds? Well, it just goes into regular income. I know people think, oh, it might be a lot, but in super chats, oops, hello, by the way, hello. Super chats, I believe YouTube either takes 50% or 40%. I just don't know that offhand, because I think on everything else it takes 60-40, and then maybe they only take 50%. So you got, so let's say it's 60-40, I don't know. So if I get $200, I will get 110 of it or something. Is that right? I think so. Yeah, 120. 120. And so I only do a couple of these a month, so I might make $200, but it just gets added into our general fund of things. So I don't have a specific thing. I can't legally say, I can't legally tell you, hey, if you send me a super chat, I will take that and I will donate money. Please don't ask that of me. It would be a completely illegal thing for me to say. I'm not saying that. You are buying me whatever. I don't know what to say. But I help a lot of people. We help a lot of people. We employ a lot of people for things that we could just do ourselves, but we understand, we met them, we like them, we feel like they are very great people, and that we want their family to be employed. We want them to have the regular income. We want them to thrive in this world, that kind of thing. And so we always discuss it, and we just like, even if we don't need them, just we do a lot of make do jobs. We make a job. We create something out of thin air. We're like, I don't know, have them like, let's just have them do that, so that we know that they have work for that day, and that means they'll get paid that day. So we do different kinds of things like that. But yeah, super chats, please just give to Sulu Garden if you are looking for a return on investment, that kind of thing. You know what I mean? Other than you're helping in a channel. And also super chats are another way that, say, for example, we only made videos that got the most clicks. But then a lot of the topics that you guys might be interested in that are very niche, nobody will make videos about anymore. But because of super chats, and people saying, hey, I really love a video about this or that, or very big supporters of the channel, or the fact that we have the members only, then people will be willing to make videos about things that aren't the highest clicks. But to be honest, if you were just focused only on just making money from YouTube, just this one sole income, everybody would be just making the same video over and over again about cost of living, our cost of living this month. What's our monthly cost? We just keep doing that over and over again instead of doing, all kinds of topics, even if they're the most popular thing, but there are people interested in it. And so anyway, super chats are part of that whole process, if that makes sense. Hi, Mike and Kat, finally able to catch a live stream. Hey, after missing the last few. Steve Little, thank you very much. Wow, $20. Thank you very much. You guys, I appreciate all of you, because this was a really slow month for our channels, actually. But I don't want to sound like I'm begging for it. I'm not. But it's appreciated even more because, yeah, it's been a much, much slower month. Plus, it's a short month. Let's get Catherine. I want you guys to bring in the questions for this one, okay? No, that is not, no cookers. Just say it with an H. No, nothing like that.
Okay.
Nothing like that. We're not using any of it. Sorry. I know you were hoping that, but yeah. No, I think we live a pretty decent life here. Hey, by the way, I think I got this one earlier, but thank you again. Okay, so does anybody have, I'm going to also click it on that one, even though we got it. Thank you very much. And one over here, just so I know I've already clicked the lights. And I think we got that right. The rental site doesn't have pins on the map?
Pins? Oh, the pin.
But didn't we have it? So when you zoom in,
I don't know.
Right, so let's zoom in. So this is what I was talking about. Oh, you guys can't see. Boom. Now you can. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. So the pins on the map, I know what you were thinking. So here we go. So if you zoom in, they do now have pins on the map. But in the past, we didn't have the most detailed stuff. And there's some of the older ones will still not. But you have to zoom all the way in to be able to see the pins. So that's why. So yep, we do have it. Sorry, I missed that earlier. I'm glad I grabbed it in time. Okay, so I want questions for Catherine. She never talks, guys. I need your help. Because people are, what do they always say? Catherine never talks. You never let her. I'm like, let her?
I don't want to be rude while he was talking.
True.
Right?
But I do let you talk whenever you want.
Yeah, that's what I saw one of the comments earlier. You're blocking me with the QR code for.
Oh yeah. Well,
and
sorry.
then
I didn't put it there. It was
him.
just there. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, I don't want to bother him because he was talking. So I adjust myself doing this.
Good. Yeah, no, it's just unfortunate that was pre-programmed. I had no idea because when I set it up, she wasn't sitting here yet. But look at that. Now I've made it so that if I put the QR code, watch, bam, look at that.
Yeah, because he moved the camera.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I should have done that. Sorry. I'm less focused. You're not talking, so you're like actually looking at everything.
Oh, that's fine. Because
anyway,
I love listening.
I'm not looking to offend anybody, including her, by the way. Never you. Never you. Never. Okay, so here we go. We're going for the questions for Catherine. And somebody did ask something here that I was going to click. Sorry. Where I saw it, and actually everything is in the most recent, so you don't need to filter. It's automatically.
What's that?
The first one you see is the most recent one, and it only goes chronologically. So you shouldn't need to have a filter for that.
Sorry.
See, there you go. This person, he doesn't think, I haven't seen his videos. Alan, if you show us your videos and where you make, the content that we make so that people can enjoy and watch, and then you refuse money, good. You can stand on your pedestal and say, I'm better. I'm better. I do it for free. I've never heard anybody say, I don't understand why all these movie actors don't work for free. And I don't know why TV shows and everybody that works on a TV show should work for free. Some people love communism. I get it. But not everybody. So once again, thank you very much. I just clicking through because there's so much going on in here and I didn't want to miss out. Hey, Kat, what's the biggest adjustment you had? Whoa, for living with a condo. Am I Canadian? I'm a Canadian, right? Yeah, it's all you. Go.
Oh. Maybe the chestnut. Oh my God.
Now, you should probably be clear that I'm not your first
maybe the chestnut is
American.
Of course. I can still do my work here, but unlike my past, my past when I'm not with you, is I need to do the job. I need to find a job, and then work home. That's it. And what else? I can't do the travel. I just do the work and then home. That's it. When I was with Mike, everything's changed. Like I can still do the work here, but I can go with him to see the world, travel. Also, it's my dream to to do the travel around the world. That's my dream, but I can't do that because I don't have money to do the travel. So everything is changed. This is my biggest adjustment when I met Mike. So I can do everything. Like I can see the places I really want. Yeah. And I never do the travel since. If it's not because of Mike, maybe I'm still working, maybe in Manila or maybe here in Iloilo. Yeah. So, and I don't regret it. I love it because I can travel around the world with him and Lara. So I'm happy. I'm very happy. I got my dream come true.
And can I suggest that if you had to work in Manila, that means she's at your parents and you don't see her.
No, I'm gonna bring her.
But you weren't Manila. When you were working in Manila.
Oh yeah.
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 So you were away from her all the time.
Because I can't do the job here. Like, I can make money. I don't know how much their salary here in Iloilo or something. Because in Manila, you get more money there because of
the bigger companies.
Yeah, the bigger companies. So, and also the last company I had is they want me to go back there to work, but I can't because I have my family now and I want to stay here. So, no thanks. I can still do my job here, helping Mike grow his channel.
Yeah. And also like I'm super grateful because she makes my life that much easier in everything because like I don't have to think, I don't have to worry. I don't have to get up and say, oh, I got 100 other things to do and I don't know if I can put out a video right now, or I don't think I can travel right now or whatever. Like it's funny, like even the small things like laundry and cleaning your house is a big pain in the butt for me that I see great value in having somebody that's taking care of me. I'm great value. Better often I feel like it's more valuable than anything I can give. So yeah,
that's why if he is at the office, I do the work here. I can't do my work here if Mike is here or Lara. But Lara, I can put her on bed and I can do the work, everything. And then I just want to finish because I know when he came back at home, everything is mess again. So hard. But
hey, sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off. I was just saying, hey.
Sorry.
No, I'm just thanking her for the $10 super
Oh,
chat. Thank you very much.
okay.
There's just a sticker here. Lara, come see. Lara.
Lara. No.
No, sorry. She would have loved it, by the way. Thank you very much. It's like a Tweety bird.
She just want to receive a present and then that's it.
Yeah.
This is a present for you. Come here.
Lara, come see. Look,
Come
they
on.
gave you a sticker with a Tweety bird on it. Look.
A present for you.
Look at it. Look at it.
Look at that. Where are you?
Come say thank you. Sorry, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you. How are you feeling now, Kat? Oh, she's better. I'm the one that's sick now.
I feel a little bit better because my left side is, hurt again, but not.
Yeah, this morning.
Yeah, this morning
shoot, yeah.
I feel pain, and then after how many minutes it's gone again. But last week I feel the pain again, and I don't know, because the last doctor I went is she said it's gone. So I don't know. I can't tell that it's gone because I can feel it. It's my body. So maybe you should do the MRI you said and doc, so that I won't.
Yeah, because
I
so
want to
far
feel
she's
better.
had ultrasound, she had a CAT scan, she's had the Trans V scan, and so now it'll be MRI. There's no more scans in the world after that, right? So
Yeah.
if they can't find anything after that, yeah,
Just open. Sure.
yeah, and that is the only other
Just
answer.
open it. Oh, he kidnapped me.
She kidnapped me.
No.
Listen, there's a video. Okay, there's a video on how a Filipina traps a foreigner. It's literally on my channel. Just look up "kidnapped," okay, and you will see if you just search my channel under videos, "kidnapped." That is where. And the crazy thing is we met literally on camera, right? You all saw it for the first time. Now we didn't start dating for a long time. It took her a
No.
while to actually like me. Apparently, maybe. I think she liked me, but
I
anyway.
like you as a friend first.
Well,
but,
okay, but I think
don't
she
know.
seeked me out. When she wants something, boom, she goes for it. She doesn't fall into
Yeah,
things. She picks these things. She's like a sniper, like an assassin, you know?
Sorry, but I can't kidnap a foreigner because
Is that illegal?
Yeah, it's illegal. I'm going to jail.
I don't know. I think you're allowed.
I can't. Even it's Philippines, it's still illegal.
Even if it's but yeah, sorry, and I mistaken it earlier because Catherine was sick reason, and then she got over hers, and it was like the worst flu you had in a long time. Even though it was 24 hours,
yes.
your head was pounding, you were throwing up, it was vicious. And then Laura had been sick just before you, and then days go by and nothing for me. And then I get like this stomach bug that you can't even imagine. That's now 5 days in. So yeah, it's just been crazy. But yeah, that I forgot about that. This morning she said, "Oh, I'm starting to feel it again." I'm like, "Oh no. It's been so good for so long. I thought everything was past."
I thought.
Yeah. There isn't one in Roxas City. I looked it up, and I guess at some point there was, but yeah, I don't know. That I think the veterans. I think the money should be going to veterans if they have any money. Shouldn't it? I feel like it should. And so yeah, I don't know. Like the charity itself, I'm just somebody helping the charity, and kind of like I'm out in front. I'm the guy out in front on camera or whatever. But the gentleman, he is ex-US military. He has 4 or 6 PhDs. I don't know. It's at least 4 PhDs. Let's say that, and all kinds of things to do with chemistry and stuff like that. And he invented many things, and he has a patent and everything. And he was born in the Philippines, but he joined the U.S. Army. He became a dual citizen, all that good stuff, right? And he has an incredible history. And then he wanted to give back. And so we started the Sulu Garden Foundation. You can actually go and meet with him, Jonathan, at the Sulu Garden restaurant in Miagao, Iloilo. He's the most interesting person. He has many laboratories there and tons of staff there and everything that he can show you all the projects they're working on. They do everything from history here in the reforestation of the mountains that have all turned to, like, all the trees have been stripped away. And so they have like everything from mudslides to it just gets like there's no green or anything, so nothing's holding itself together on there. Also changes like the climate above it and everything because there's no I don't know. He can explain all that better than I can, but he does so much. Everything from rescuing, like if some fish are becoming extinct here, he will raise stocks of them and put them in the natural rivers. He's looking. He's got labs in New York and I believe another one in India and Calcutta or something like that. And those labs are working on like finding cures for mosquito-borne illnesses. Even everything from coatings for ships and everything. There's so much stuff, but he does a lot like this. Sulu Garden Foundation works with Medical Mission Matters and everything for the cleft palates, and there's just so much going on. If you ever want to meet the most interesting man in the world, truly, and he's 70 something now, go and see him there. He's sharp as a wit, and he will keep you there till 5 o'clock in the morning, talking all night over beer, telling you about like all the ways that you can help in the Philippines and how his crazy life of giving back and everything. And yeah. Yeah, that's true. That is a very, very true thing. Okay. Yeah, that's a first. There you go. Well, you know. I can't answer it.
Do you have any Okay, Catherine, do you two have any future plans for another child? Oh, you know what? I want, but it's hard for me because I'm just going back at the first place again because Lara is already 5 and Mike is snip. So I'm fine with Lara. I want a boy, but he's snip, and also uh no, it's hard because going back to start where I'm going to stay up all night again just to feed this baby and blah blah blah. So maybe no.
No? Can always adopt.
If
There you go. You can always adopt one day, but yeah.
yeah, maybe.
Hey, thank you very much. Little help for the slow month. Just smile, everyone, and have a great day wherever you are. That is so cool. $20. Thank you so much. Like seriously, thank you guys. Again, I hate, like, it sounds like I'm begging. I'm not begging, please. I hope not. Thank you for being a member, by the way. A member now for 1 month. It's the same with me and my wife. I seem to do all the talking, but she's just waiting for me to stop for air. Then she takes the stage. Oh, okay. Well, I want her to be more active. I would love for her to be more conversationalist.
I know,
But I also, sorry.
Yeah, I know, but it's for me. I want to limit myself while the person is talking beside me. I need to shut up first before I can talk. So that's rude for me or for other people.
I don't want you to feel that way.
I know, but
I want you to talk.
I respect you.
Well, I know, I understand that, and I appreciate that very much. But in this world, you gotta put yourself right there.
Yeah, I know, and also
Can't wait.
the topic is they asking you, so I don't know.
Not no more. Look at that.
Oh,
Oh, you did that one
I
already.
already did.
Thank you, by the way. But yeah, I bring on the question for Catherine. I love to everything. I have seen a couple of them. Obviously, he grew extremely fast, really, really quick. Here in the Philippines, he was outpacing me on video views, everything. Like within his first month, something like that, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, something like that. I thought he now went to Thailand or something. I'm not sure. But it's good for people that are newbies. He's kind of learning as he goes and stuff like that. So it's a little more difficult for me to kind of follow in on vlogs when it's like, yeah, I know, I've been there, done that, that kind of thing. But I understand why a lot of people do watch. When you have a moment, how often do you guys experience brownouts or issues with flooding?
Maybe brownout is, I don't know.
Once every 2 months?
Yeah, once every 2 months.
And it's
Flooding.
scheduled, by the way.
Yeah, it's scheduled. They post it on Kapal something like that. And then, but the flooding, I don't know.
Never.
We can. Oh no, yeah, no, never.
We don't really have flooding here, so
No.
like even if it
Just
rains
typhoon.
super hard, the rain will fill up the road a bit, and put that little
Yeah.
layer. But that's it, and then it goes away. Like we have pretty good drainage here.
Mm.
So we're here by the beach. Everything slopes to the ocean, right? And so during typhoons, the ocean might come up a bit, right?
Yeah.
But it goes back out. Like it's never. But when it rains, like everything is sloped out to the ocean. So now Roxas City is a very good place for flooding. Like there is no real flooding here. I don't want to say none, because I heard there's like, I can't remember
Yeah,
that
there's
Bago or
some-
something.
I think Bogo.
I
think it's Bogo.
But that Bogo Cebu.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Bago.
I think
I
it's
don't know
called.
what is that.
There's a small barangay here somewhere that has a low-lying area that they had one time I remember.
I think Lawaan.
But
something like
yeah,
that.
but it's not that common. Like it's.
No.
See, I told you. People know. Yes, we did. She right out of the blue, I got an email, and she asked, and it was really great. It was awesome to be able to do that, and I had been watching her for such a long time. So thank you, P, for having me on her channel, and that's really appreciative. And yeah, we do service reports and need to do good deals for veterans and citizens. Oh, nice. No, that's fantastic. I just don't want to take money from them. Like they're probably there for veterans, right? So that's why for charities and stuff like that. I feel like the veterans could use the money more than that. But we're always looking for people that want to join it. Hey, listen, if you have a business and you want promotion, I will promote you on my channel all day long. If you donate, obviously you have to donate a significant amount of money, a few $1,000s or something to the cause. I will give you value on my channel if I can. I will, especially when we're there and doing with the kids, I will be talking about your business all day long. So if your business could be any way gained or supported by this channel and you want to help that charity, I'm there. I'm not motivated just because you guys give me money. I like that. If you give money to these kids being helped, I will help. Hello, family. Please post the rental link if you have it. It's pinned at the top comment. Yeah, it should be pinned. As it says right here, for rentals in the Philippines, www.tipvailrentals.com. It's free. It is, yeah, and it's really easy. That Philippines Life is TPL. So tplrentals.com. But it is pinned in the top comment. All right, let's go. Let's see if we have more questions for you.
No more.
Oh, there you go. Well, if we could ever, and I think with technology, I think eventually I'm going to find a way without having to go to live in Canada for 3 months to get my residency back and then file for the divorce so that I can marry again, right? So I'm sure with technology, it's going to come to a point where I'll be able to do it another way. I hope so. Because you're right. I bet you if we just said, okay, it's all is welcome. And although we probably wouldn't be able to afford that, but if we just said, like everybody, if you pay for the food part of you or something like that, so we don't lose all our shirts, then we can have a big enough venue for that or something. I bet it would be big. It'd be fun. That'd be cool. Yeah, they have a few of them. I Googled it for somebody else recently, and it was like Iloilo, definitely Manila, obviously. Cebu, Subic Bay is another big one. Angeles City, so Clark and all that. I just don't remember on Baguio, definitely. I looked them up. There was some for somebody else. I looked it up. Yeah, no, I actually, so that I wish that were that actual true, but so what they do is a year after you get snipped. Remember, I've been snipped for 20, I was 30 years old, 30, 31 years old. And so a year after that, you go back and they run the tests on it and to make sure that there is zero, none, zero. And so I didn't, there's two different ways too you can get snipped. And one of them is they just tie a knot, right? And they tie a knot and then they do like a little solder thing. And it's actually reversible because they can reconnect that. But then there's the other one where they snip, they cauterize both sides of it, then they tie it into a knot. I may not be 100% accurate on all this, but it's something like that. And so I had the permanent one. So there technically should be no connection. There should be zero because it's just not connected anymore at all. It's not just tied in a knot because I had it disconnected. So I don't know if that's true, but that's what I heard. I don't know what Bold Star. What is Bold Star? I don't even know. Brian, what is Bold Star? I don't know, but thanks for the super chat. Hey, whatever. There you go. Angeles City, Manila. I believe there's one in Cebu. Yeah, and I found some other ones like Baguio and stuff like that. I was surprised. Hey, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Boca del Toro, Panama. Oh, hey, my mother lives in Panama City, just outside of Panama City. I'm not sure where exactly, but that's awesome. You'll have to go check out.
Binangonan
Thank you.
for me.
I don't even know where that is. Do you?
I heard the
You've heard
place.
it, but yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the interview with Rock and Jazz. They're a good follow as well. Yeah, Rock is awesome. I really like the guy. They're really nice people. Hi, Michael and Kat. I'm Wally from my wife Glennie and I are moving to Tagaytay. Ooh, beautiful place.
Oh, cold.
And beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah. Philippines from Virginia, USA, March 27th. Oh, she's Filipina. I've been watching you guys for about a year now. Thank you very much. And very jealous of you. That is a very beautiful place. A little expensive, but very beautiful. Did Mike just propose? I'm married. I can't. Sorry. What's up, Michael? I'm a huge fan, bro. Thank you very much. Thank you. I know there's people like, hey, I asked a question way at the beginning and didn't see it. Sorry about that. It happens. You could always jump it in and throw it again. Have you seen the tennis court lately? We haven't been in a while. We've been like between she was really hurting, right? The pains and everything else. And then you got sick, she got sick, you got sick. Now I got this bug flu thing going on right now. And I feel great right now, by the way, but I haven't eaten anything. So there's nothing in me. And trust me, I know there's nothing in me. And so that may be why I feel great and have no issue other than drinking some coffee. But so yeah, we do need to go back. We need to go and play again. She's a different woman from your earlier vlogs. Did you break up with her? Oh yeah, that was my ex-wife. She has this is a brand new channel. She has the old channel. She just renamed it and I took the name back. But that was years ago, man. That's like 3 years ago, right? Yeah, I think that's like 3 years ago. But sometimes people still find them and search the old stuff. Okay, you said there is no distribution in Roxas City besides. Yeah, but no, even the eggs and rice, it's the same as if a retail person buys it. You can go over here to the egg guy and buy your eggs from him, and it's the exact same price that the restaurant pays. So that's what I was talking about. Real wholesale where you're getting things in massive bulk, cheaper than what everybody else pays. And so we don't really have anything like that. Would it be worth the investment? I think, having all you have to do is import from Manila too. It's not like you have to import from all the countries in the world. You need all these import licenses. You would need to set up a distribution warehouse. You need to have a truck. A refrigerated truck would be better, obviously. Then you can expand, or maybe even a freezer refrigerated truck, and a driver. And say every Wednesday he goes to the port and picks up from your Manila shipments. And you would have you find a big Manila distributor that can get you everything that you have decided. Like you go to, I'm going to break it all the way down. You guys want a good business, there you go. And it's not just here, other places as well. And the thing is it's going to be very hard to copy because it's not low hanging. You don't want to open a business here where the barrier entry to get into is $100. Then everybody will copy you. But if it's like a truck is like 2 million pesos, a big truck used with air conditioning, like the freezer, fridge, and all that stuff, and then a warehouse, you need like 3-4 million pesos to start this. Harder to copy. So you're not going to get 50 people to copy you. So anyway, set up a little thing, set up a guy who already has everything you need because you went to all the restaurants and businesses in town, said, what can I help you with? What do you need? And then you take the 100 answers you got, stick it in an AI and have it squelch down. Okay, give me 10 items. Okay, that I'm going to 10 items they buy the most of, that has the greatest profit for me, whatever. Then get that distributor to give you those 10 items every Wednesday, or Thursday, whatever, comes on the ship. You send your truck down, you pick it up from the ship, you bring it to your warehouse. Now for the rest of the 6 days of the week, you are delivering daily, cash only. Nobody does credit here anyway. Cash only. The driver gets the cash. Everything's all taken care of. And that's it. Like there is a good business, but it would take 4, 5, 6 million peso investment to do it properly. That's all. So, more than I lost on the bar, that kind of thing. But it's gonna be 100 grand. So there you go. If you want something, that is a very good thing that could happen. Now the big franchises aren't going to buy from you because they have their own, like Jollibee gets their own distribution, SM gets their own distribution, everybody gets their own distribution if they're big. But there's tons of other businesses here. Eventually there will be more people like that. Like Boracay has, you can get anything. Go on Boracay, you can get anything. Everybody has that distributor thing. But in smaller markets like this, not so much. But you'd have to grow very quickly. That'd be important because eventually people will set up. But you could do this market and then start hitting every town all the way down to Iloilo, every town up to Kalibo, whatever, and just getting everybody, even in Iloilo, starting locking down people and be the restaurant supply company. Expand your products. Just so you know, really? I didn't know the Riders won the cup. Look at that. The Rough Riders. Awesome. I had no idea because I haven't watched Canadian football in forever. It's not something that's normally broadcast, Oh, there you go. It's just so, oh, yes. So I remember you commented it earlier and I looked it up and I'm like, wow, I wonder what it's like down there. I was kind of surprised, but I was using Google Maps. So maybe it's better than what it looked because I was like, wow, that'd be a perfect place, like, for beaches and stuff like that. Because you're just going, here's like Eastwood, right? Eastwood's here. It's very close to Antipolo. So we leave Eastwood, you kind of go up and you go up to Antipolo. And I was like, well, if you could just go down here, yeah, you could have all these beaches and everything and kind of be out of the city. I didn't really see any of that, but maybe I Google Maps, right? So I was like, hey, there's a place I want to go and check out. So thanks to you, I did look into that kind of thing, just looking at it at least. What did Kat do prior to meeting? What was that company you worked for in Manila? It's like a food company.
I have lots of companies there. Like, oh no, 3 something.
3 companies?
Yeah, but it's contract. So I work at the styrofoam company who makes the styro cups, something like that, styro box of the Jollibees. And then the other one is Christmas lights. So we made Christmas lights. And the other one is the pizza box. Yeah, pizza box. And then that's it. 3 companies I worked last year. Oh no, yeah,
Before.
before.
Yeah, and you did talk about it. They don't really pay that great.
No, that time is they only have 480.
480 pesos a day.
Yes, a day.
Yeah.
And if you got overtime, well, of course, you hope it's it's thankful if you got the overtime. But they choose sometimes they choose the people who wants to overtime, and then if you want to get overtime, you can represent yourself, and then that's it. But it's hard because it's very tiring day. You're gonna stand whole day, especially your schedule is night shift. So no night differential there. If you know, no night differential there. You just pay you. That's it. Because
Yeah.
they're strong.
Because with
people.
with contracts, they get around all the employment laws here. Not around, it's part of the employment law that you
Yeah.
can do this with contracts. People can agree to things, sign a contract, regardless of that. If you were hired just as an employee, that you would be treated differently. And so that's what all the big companies do. They all put you on contract, and they flip you out because there is a rule, I think, for many of them anyway, that after 2 years you become an employee. So they just don't keep you because they don't want to make you an employee. They don't want that. They don't want to pay all the benefits, and they don't want to pay all these, like you said, overtimes and stuff like that. They really,
they pay your overtime, but not the night differential.
Not the night differential and stuff like that. That is required here, which is another 30%, I think, 15%. Can't remember what the law says. If you were an employee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Kat, do you know how to drive a car?
No. I can drive a bike, but not the same with your bike. Because I was trying
My bike's too heavy.
yeah. My cousin's bike, it's a manual. I know how to drive that.
Yeah. Believe it or not, scooters scare her.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah.
But the manual, I'm not scared with the
But a little
manual.
125,
Yes.
yeah, no problem. Yeah, so we can't have children, and yes. So I came here married to a half Filipino, but we were Canadian, right? She'd never been to the Philippines, so that's why. So when people are like, "Oh my God, don't you have to worry?" and all that? No, we were married in Canada, but because she is now very happily with somebody and living with them in Manila, and I'm down here, very happy and living here in Roxas City. We're legally separated under Canadian law and all that good stuff, right? So, but there's no way for either of us to get a divorce because in the Philippines there is no divorce, and you can't get it annulled. I wasn't married here, so there's nothing. There's nothing I can do, and neither of us are residents of Canada anymore, so neither of us can get a divorce in Canada. So we're in a catch-22. One of us has to go back and become a resident of Canada, which is 3 months, and I don't want to go live, and she doesn't want me to go live there for 3 months. Plus, holy, can you imagine? Well, it's not even just cold. I'd have to go there and live, and she can't. Like, it's not like it's Filipinos can travel the world like you think, right? They can't. Like, Canada's not just going to let her in. For a married man, I can't. I can't even bring her in. She's not my wife, and so there's really no. I'd have to leave her, and I'd have to go, and then what am I going to do for work for 3 months and living costs in Canada, and like there's just so many things that for the piece of paper that it is, right, that makes any difference, because in practicality we live like a married couple. There's nothing other than I can't buy land through her. Okay, I get it, and all that kind of stuff. Other than that, in practicality, we live like a married couple. We are a family, right? So right now, there's just no option. There's no option. That's not an option for me, is to go live back in Canada for 3 months, go back to working, whatever, and get my residency back just so that I can then file a divorce. So there you go. Did you say you only have 250 months left to live? Oh yeah, no, it's less than that. It was 190 or something, because it was based on waking hours, not on that. So yeah, you gotta live every day like it's your last, my friend. And that is just to get to the average lifespan. That's an episode he was talking about earlier that I made. When you work it out, when you get to my age, 50 years old, like the average person only lives to like 70, like a male, 72, 74, that kind of thing. I'm in the Philippines now. I believe it goes up. I can't remember the whole stats thing because it was in the episode. But yeah, so really makes you like realize that you just need to spend every single day like enjoying it. There's no need filling your day with stuff that just stresses you out at this point in life, because I don't know what it is, but ever since I got here, time flies. Absolutely flies. I think it's the lack of boredom. But I feel like time is just going too quick.
Yeah.
You think the same way, eh?
Yes.
It's flying.
It's flying.
It's absolutely flying. Listen, you can go and check out her channel. But yeah, I'm not gonna really dive into what her channel is or anything. It's not my business anymore. Coming back to Iloilo and Roxas in May, I have been into the Beaver already 2 years ago and plan on visiting it again. Hey, I remember you, 406 Speedway. Thank you. Looking forward to seeing you. I nominate Kat for Warden of the Year. Wow, look at that. I thought she was a kidnapper. Now she's a warden?
Oh,
All right, let's see if we got some more questions for you. That would be awesome. Oh, that's good. Yeah, there's not a lot of farmers out here, so that's another thing. But yeah, that's a difficult thing for you to compete against. And that is because the restaurants can go to the market and buy it. And is that a big enough margin for you?
now.
I think it should be the more difficult things, but hey,
No, okay.
all the power to
Going
it.
to the Beaver soon.
Check out the Beaver, April 25th. Can't wait to be back in the Philippines. Long time waiting. Thank you very much. Hey, Jeff and Rose.
And
Looking forward to it.
no.
April 25th, eh?
What?
Fantastic. And by the way, if you guys
Bye-bye.
don't, you might be new to the channel or new to this or whatever. The Canadian Beaver Bar is right on the beach here in Roxas. The airport's like right there. You land and
Yeah.
2 minutes
2
later,
minutes.
2 minutes, you're already at the bar. Every second Sunday, not every second time, the second Sunday of every month, right here, baby. There you go. The second Sunday of every month, we have an expat meetup. We fill the place. It's at 5 p.m. So you can come at 4. You can come in the afternoon, whatever. You'll see some people slowly through the day. But 5 p.m. is when it gets busy. And yeah, that's a great time to come because people might want to come and ask me some things or whatever, or Catherine or whatever. But you also have the opportunity to walk around and chat with people that have lived here for now a year or 6 months, and new people to the place. So there are people that, like, I wasn't the first to come here. I was the first to bring my camera here, and now I've drawn a lot of more people. But there were people that have been living here for 13, 15 years, that kind of thing. And well, they can have great advice about the city. And so yeah, come and check it out. Come and check it out. Every month, second Sunday, 5 p.m. Do you know how good the elementary schools are? Yeah, we have private schools. They're better. And to give you an idea of cost, the most expensive one I'm aware of is Ateneo, and in this area anyway. And Ateneo, last I heard, and it's been a couple of years, so I don't know for sure, is 80,000 pesos per school year. So 80,000 is about $1,500, right? 14, maybe $1,400. Maybe even less, maybe 13 something. Per year, school year for your kids. This is the most expensive private school on this whole island, and it's in Iloilo City. Here, I believe it's 60 for our private school, and there's actually a couple private schools in the city, but the one that Child's Academy, which is building a big new sports complex now and everything. They're connected and tied to some big schools in places like Korea, Japan, that kind of thing too. And the teacher is a Harvard graduation, or not teacher, the principal or whatever you want to call it, the director. She's a Harvard grad, and the wealthiest people like the most influential, wealthiest people all have their kids in the school, and so they make sure that it is run very well. So yeah, so they're only about $1,000 a year, just a little over, for a school year. That's a pretty reasonable price for a private school, I think. Good morning, watching from Toronto. Welcome. Thank you very much. Is it okay to be married while you're living with your girlfriend? Yeah, if I was married in the Philippines, there is a whole law, like a Philippines law. If you're a Filipino, right, or if you're married in the Philippines, right, we get married. There is a law that says if she cheats as a married woman with a man, you're not gonna believe this, but you can Google this yourself, by the way. If I catch her in the act with that man, say I'm married, we're not married, but let's just say she's a married woman and she's cheating on me, right? I can shoot them both dead. Legally, I'm allowed to shoot them both dead. That's in the law. That's in the law. Because it is not only a criminal offense, but they say that there's no way you could have controlled those emotions. The crazy part of that, okay? So by the way, and they can both be, or if you don't shoot them to death, they can both be charged criminally. Uh-oh. Sorry, guys. That's going to be okay. There we go. They can both be charged criminally, right? Oops, sorry. There we go. But because adultery is a crime in this country, right? So that's for people that have been married in the Philippines, just to be very clear. And one party has to charge the other. So even if it was like I was married, we're both moved on, we're both living with other people, there is no charge. But either way, nobody can call that cheating. We also each made public videos about it. It would be impossible to stick, but let's just say. But the funny part about the law is it's one-sided. So if I was the married man and I go and cheat with an unmarried woman, no crime of adultery. The law is written long time ago, you know, it's a Catholic country and all that good stuff, because she could have a baby and it could be of another man. And they considered that as such a big sin that they made it a criminal offense sort of thing. Where if I go, that woman might get pregnant, but she isn't in the family unit. So it's not changing anything inside the family unit. So that's what I've heard anyway. That's the reasoning. But that is the law. The law is one-sided, and you're right. But no, we were married in Canada, and we were very public about it, legally separated, all that. I'm not worried. There's no concern or anything like that. Okay, I don't want to miss any of this because it may go and disappear. Did I get that one? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Sorry, stores.
I don't know if that's a great business, but I don't want to dissuade you from your dreams. So maybe. I've seen like if you go to Baraka and you're going down the main area, on the right hand side there is a store that is a wholesale store where all the sorry stars buy all their stuff, right? It's the same stuff. Doesn't matter what sorry in this country you go to, they all have the same stuff anyway, right? And so it's just all in bulk in there. But I personally could go in there and buy whatever I wanted to for the same price. But yeah, they make it all in volume. But if another one opens, they'll just be 1 peso less than you. Then I don't know. I think it's important to have a strong niche and just strong separation from competition and stuff like that. But I could be wrong. Again, I feel like I'm dissuading. I don't want to dissuade you. I want to wish you the best for sure. Okay, so where do we go? I don't want to lose it here. So I just answered all of that. There's no way to divorce her. So that's why. There's no, unless I leave and for 3 months or she leaves. Maybe when she'll decide to go back to Canada. Hello, Mike and Kath. Hope to see you when I go to Roxas. We'll definitely visit the Beaver when we're in the US now. I'm from Tigbawan. Hey, I love Tigbawan. Thank you very much. Wonderful. Looking forward to it. Thanks for noticing me. I'm going to get met someday in the Philippines. Fantastic. Nice to see you, Mike. Ignore all that. Missing the Philippines. Still so cold in the USA. Yeah, don't miss the cold, my friend. Now I feel like it's cold when it's like 20 degrees, right? She does have a job, guys. She takes care of her daughter. She homeschools her, by the way. And also she takes care of me. So
I'm not lazy.
No, she's the opposite of lazy. Like, and she's self-motivated. Like, I don't have to say, oh, why is this or like that? No, she gets up, she goes bang, bang, bang right away. She does it all on her own. She's the last person in the world to sit and do nothing. She really does sit and do nothing. And I have to remind her that she needs to take care of herself too. So yeah, I know there's men, I can see it in the comments. There's some men out there that put no worth into doing laundry and taking care of things and in cooking and everything. To them, that has no value. I don't know. I don't understand you. I don't.
if you say
I disagree completely. And I find it to be a tremendous value because I hate those things. I hate those things. And if I have somebody in my life that's doing those things, that has the greatest value of anything. Go.
if you say no job, I was just laying there, having my phone and doing nothing. That's you call no job. But I have a job. I clean the house. I clean all over this place.
Yep.
I do the laundry.
You
I
take
do
care of me,
everything.
too.
I take care of him, Lara, and look at him now.
It's true.
I can tell.
It's absolutely true. I don't know. I don't get it. But anyway, I know there's people there that think that, oh, you should go and make 500 pesos a day, and that is going to make my life better. I assure you, I have no interest in her making 500 pesos a day. It does not help my life in any bit. In that, now we got to worry about where Lara's going to go while she's making 500 pesos a day. And then also, if I want to do travel and we're vlogging and we're going to go do cool things and everything else, now her job's in the way. Jobs in the Philippines are 6 days a week. Many 10 hours you might be away from home. How is that advantageous in my life? At all. Absolutely at all. So anyway, yeah, none of that. Hey, okay. Yeah, but please contact me. Like I said, I'm very interested in anybody that can help the kids. So if we can work together, yes, please. And if the VFW wants, I can give them more credit than you could possibly get. It'd be absolutely amazing. How do you shoot them? They allow you to have firearms. Okay. I'm not saying, I'm saying under the law. We were talking about Filipinos, right? Two people generally are Filipinos. The law wasn't written for a foreigner involved. It's a very old law. But then again, the Philippines has always had foreigners running it, right? Like you had the Spanish, then you had the Americans. So I'm sure there's some of that. Don't get me wrong. The laws are all in English for a reason. But so who can own firearms in the Philippines? Citizens. It's actually a very common thing. It's not that difficult to get a firearm. Yes, you have to take a course and all that kind of stuff. And so it's not like America where it's your God-given right or anything. But, they do have a registration process and all that. It's not that difficult. But also permanent residents to this country can also take the course and all that. So it is possible. But yes, no, you as a foreigner without a license to do so, you cannot touch them. I've heard that you can't even have a weapon. You can't even have like a long, those sword things that guys sell on the beach and they're like, hey, it's like a machete looking thing. You cannot use that, that kind of thing. I've heard like, unless you're a permanent resident, you're just not going to be able to do anything like that. I'm just telling you, that's what the law is. So you could kill them with your hands. Okay? Does that make you feel better? Like, I don't know. But yeah, the law is very one-sided in that way. Come to Fort Mac and shovel snow for 3 months. That's weird. Oh, why are you making it so attractive, Reg? You couldn't. Are you really selling me on Fort Mac or what? Hey, apparently, I'm not American, so I can't do it. But apparently, you could pay to shovel snow in New York too. So anyway, yeah, exactly. Okay. Oh, different troll. You're right. There's so many trolls going on. I know. Hey, trolls happen. You say you can't buy land through Cat, but if you plan on giving it to her and Laura and buying her name. Yeah, so there's several different things. We're looking at all kinds of options right now, actually. We are in the process. I don't let the fact that we don't have this paper stop anything. Number one, I can do a will for everything anyway, right? And so I can will things to her. That's not a problem. And but yeah, even like if I did a very long-term lease, say the 25 plus 25, or you can do 50. You can do 50. And so we do a 50, and I would make it transferable. Of course, I'm going to have all this pre-programmed in and everything. And so, yeah, my plan is to make sure that, It's not even worrying so much about her. You got to worry about the next generation, right? So little Laura over there, right?
We don't.
You're the one we worry about.
Even though
right?
we don't have a land. Oh my God, my father's land is gonna give it to me.
Oh, well, there you
So
go. There you go.
I don't need to worry.
Yeah, well, no, you got to think about the future, right? Like the future is going to be drastic. Like if you consider the Optimus bots, and there'll be other competitions to that thing, will be out in the next, say, 2 years. By 2030, there will be, most in America especially, most wealthier households will have a couple to maybe three or four. Some people will rent them at their house, that kind of thing, doing everything, right? And factories will all be these bots. AI will control in so many different ways. There's going to be so many changes to the economy that assets will be one of the only ways to get ahead. So I'm not stupid to that. I understand all of that. Just we got things going on. We got things going on. That's all. There's a lot to worry about these days, and things are. Kat's ex, she's never been married, and the father has no rights whatsoever.
Maybe he's dead.
Maybe.
Oh.
But yeah, he has no rights to Lara ever. He was never even there for her pregnancy, let alone the birth. And she has a certificate from the government saying she is the only parent of Lara. So we don't ever have to worry. It's never going to come back and bite us or anything like that. He's going to show up one day and say, I have legal right. Nope. Government's already given her full legal rights. Wow, look at this. Broken. BCMC, you have a great family. I 100% agree. Almost a $50 super chat, $49.99. That is absolutely incredible. Thank you. Thank you. That's huge. Wow. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. Yeah, I never know what to say other than wow. I feel bad, but Lara, come here.
Thank you.
Yeah, wow. Baby, just 1 second.
Lara. She
usually listens, but
yeah,
we're not gonna make a big deal out of it right now. Are you something? We have never made money from the Canadian beer. No. Never. Sorry. But we still have a small percentage, 20%, and they're saying maybe by April we'll get some kind of dividend. So we'll see. But there's, even now we're looking, and like it needs a lot. The building needs more work on it. Again, it's got some leaks when it rains really hard and stuff. And so I know they have to set aside money for that now. So they're doing better at turning it around and everything else. And so I think it'll be all right. But we're not putting any stock and faith and expecting to retire. No, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. That's okay. The whole thing was a learning process. Learned a lot. And it's something that you'll never, ever forget, Like all the lessons you learned. Yep. You're never going to forget those lessons. Anyway, can I have Catherine here? Can I have Catherine? I would like to get some questions from Catherine. Here, right? I never get her on here very often. Okay, guys? I want you to guys just ask her everything. Okay?
Let's see if there's some questions.
There you go. And somebody was asking about the taxes. Yes, YouTube requires your tax ID to get paid. You cannot. Facebook's the same way. You have to give them all your tax identification. You have to do, like, especially all these companies are in the US, you have to do a bunch of US paperwork too. Even though you don't live in the US, you don't work in the US, nothing like that. You have to actually do a bunch of paperwork to say, oh, that's just yours. You have to do a bunch of stuff to say, hey, IRS, please also don't take money from me because it has nothing to do with America. And it doesn't matter what country in the world you are from, you have to fill in these US papers. It's crazy because they're American companies. So anyway, yes. Unfortunately, there's no way out of that, right? That's the way it is. But yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, TPL Rentals seems to be working now. I didn't know it was down, but yesterday I did have, so when I implement these big changes, they recently, like yesterday, I pulling my hair out. They took the site down. Something caught up in there, and I had to get it fixed very quickly. So I fixed it within it takes about 8 minutes. You know, when I got the fix in, then I have to restart, redeploy my server and everything else, and that rebuilding and then distributing it out. So if you ever see like the site's not working or whatever, just wait a few minutes, please. And it's because I'm implementing a big new change. And that one really pissed me off yesterday. I did so many changes on it and it crashed out. If you guys joined a little bit later, by the way, this is the website. If you are looking for rentals here in the Philippines, go and check it out, tplrentals.com. And you can search and browse by all kinds of things. And we're always going to be improving. I just want to make sure, because I know some people joined a little later, that you actually are caught up. Because after this, I wasn't going to make this live for long, because generally people don't like really long live streams. And so it was going to go unlisted afterwards. But chicken wings, I love chicken wings, by the way. Yeah, and chicken wings are every Wednesday at the Canadian Beaver. It's actually becoming like an unofficial expat get together, but also Filipinos. But yeah, it's almost like if you can't make the second Sunday, come on a Wednesday night. Come at Wednesday at 5 p.m. There's a lot more people than a lot of other days. Like more significantly predictable. So, yeah, she's 5 years old. She's not understanding anything. It's not like she's processing it and going, and she doesn't even know what cheating is in a relationship. She knows what cheating is in probably a game, but yeah, I think
Food.
don't overthink it. She really has no clue. Thank you. That is exactly what you are. Yeah,
Oh yeah. Yes.
yeah.
And
My stress levels, my peace that I have every day and everything, are significantly less because of her. That's invaluable to somebody like me. It's not that I need somebody who can vlog more. I don't need people that can, I am not needing those things in my life. I'm needing exactly what she brings to the relationship. So you may not see any value in it, trolls, but I do. I'm very, very happy. The end. Hey Kat, there we go.
Hey Kat, those golf clubs you have been using are too long for you. You need a set of clusters. Oh, yeah. The golf clubs thing. It's too long for me. But I don't have a proper one, so Mike I ordered me a golf clubs thing here, but same, it's too long. There's no short for girls,
Well,
actually.
there's custom ones, but the ones you were using, the ladies ones.
Yeah, that's from call it
Was she taller than you?
a little bit. I think she's 5 something.
Yeah, because
Yeah, but
you could golf
no.
with kids clubs, like teenager clubs. No,
No,
teenager, American teenagers.
no, it's okay because even though it's too long, I can still, you know.
She's doing great.
Yeah, I like it. I don't need the short golf clubs thing. I need the as long as I can hit the ball.
Yeah, and the clubs she's using are like high end, really nice ones from our friend. Our friends there. But yeah, I think you were using Francis's wife's.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Samantha.
It was Samantha's.
Yes.
Thank you, Samantha, by the way. You probably didn't even know we were borrowing them, but I'm sure she didn't mind. But yeah, I think I think they come back today. I gotta bug Francis, see if he's back from Taiwan. That'd be great. Yeah, in order to do it, you have to set up a you can't, it's not affordable to send to one restaurant unless you're a big franchise. That's like if you go into a McDonald's, Jollibee, you go into any of these places, they have lines for 20 hours a day. Lines, right? And so they have the volume. But a single little bar restaurant on the beach is not going to that is so there's so many people and they all run into the same restrictions. They all want the same thing. I'll talk about that in a minute, but yeah, anyway, sorry, I clicked that back. So anyway, so yeah, you need volume. And in order to do volume, the best thing would be somebody to set up a distribution and sell all the restaurants. Plus, the greatest money is not in running a restaurant, it's supplying all the restaurants, right? Why limit yourself to one? And so the people that make the most money in the Philippines are the middlemen, either a wholesaler, distributor, or like the people who, like all the farmers here, don't have the money to own trucks, right? And so the people who have the distribution and the trucks generally make the most money because they go to the farmer, they negotiate the price, they buy it, but they already have the sellers. And they don't even pay the farmer until they sold it. And they come back and pay the farmer their cut. And so I found that the people that make the greatest amount of money are those people now, or the people with the huge infrastructure. So the people with the dryers and all that, the rice mills. The people with the rice mills make a tremendous good profit. Like a friend of mine, he's in his, I think he's in his 80s now, American, and him and his wife have run one of the biggest rice mills. Well, it's the biggest rice mill in Western Visayas, and he has the latest technology with like lasers and scanners. He's got everything, and he was saying that anybody who's interested, he's like, because he's at an age, he just doesn't want to run this anymore. But it's $3 million US he's looking, but it profits him $15,000. I believe it was a week, yeah. And so it's a tremendous. Plus the asset keeps going up because all the land value and everything. But he's like, there's a no risk. He doesn't pay for it. What it is he gets. So the middleman brings the rice to him, and so yes, he has to dry, he has to do all the process and everything else, but then it gets, so he sells it to the big exporters and all that kind of stuff. He gets the money, he gets his guaranteed cut every single time. And so that's the trickle down, the whole thing there. So yes, he had to put up the money to do all that. But who's your favorite? Kat, this is for you.
What's your favorite YouTube channel other than?
They probably won't even know it, probably, eh?
Actually, don't watch.
You watch a lot of Facebook channels.
Yeah, I watch the, of course, the Filipino vloggers, but I don't know. Yeah, I just watch Filipino vloggers, not the.
Well, name one.
Oh, sorry. It's yeah, Zainab Harake. So, yeah, that's all I always watch.
And how do you spell that?
Zainab? Zeinad. Zainab Harake. So she's married with Parks Ray, the basketball player. So yeah, I watched their vlog because they have she has a daughter also, same age with Lara. And then I'm watching it. That's it.
There you go.
That's the Zainab Harake's vlog.
We were just there last month. Yeah, we were
Yes,
just
last
there
month.
last month. And of course, I've been there many, many times, especially on my previous channel and this channel. But yeah, lots of times. And we were just there. See, there you go. Kat is the superhero of the
Super
family.
mama.
There you go. Supergirl. How much does Kat really
Oh.
like golf?
I really like. And now I miss the golf. I was still asking him where are we gonna come back to Iloilo to do the golf again? Because my hands is itchy.
I mean, you need to
I
bring
want
your
to-
gloves.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
proper
that's not what
gloves.
you're itchy because you want to play again. Yeah, and we got to set up our driving range again here because we took it down because of the storm season. We would just, we have it hidden way at the back right now.
Yeah.
But now the storm season's all past. The weather's much better and everything. Look at this. I'm getting questions for you.
Pet peeve.
Yeah, what's your peeves? Do it. Be honest.
I don't
What pisses you off? What annoys you?
know. What annoys me is your stuff everywhere. That what makes annoys me. So
She loves organization.
yeah, every day need to organize everything. And if I saw his bag or even the other stuff, put that on the other side, and then can you please just put in there? We have this, you have this. That's why you need to put your stuff there. Blah blah blah. And sometimes he doesn't listen. So I just grab his stuff and put
true.
it there.
It's true.
So
It's true.
I
I'm not
don't
as
like
organized as her.
I don't like mess.
Yeah.
Yeah, inside the house. I don't like it because I need to uh follow their mess every time and everywhere. So
It's like she's picking up after 2 children. It's true.
yeah.
I'm not. I listen. I know my faults, and I understand them. Another thing for me, like, it's a pain because I have this monitor here, and I have all this stuff, right?
Mm.
And that's why we have the office. It's great because I have a setup, right? I just boom. But then, so if I bring this and put this all back away, where it's all going to go, then 3 hours later, I need it again. I'm like, oh, I have to go here, get all my stuff again. And so I'll leave it out. I'm like, I'm sure later I'm going to use it. And then I may not. But yeah, like I know I'm justifying it, but it's true. It's true. I'm not as organized as her. And I can be lazy in that way, where I'm like, I'm not going to put that away. But also, I'm going to go my side. She is such an organized person. She loves organizing, right? That where that was organized for me to find that item last week will not be there next week. Now she's reorganized the whole house, and the new spot to find band-aids or to find whatever is now here. I have no idea. So I am literally the guy who I don't even bother looking anymore. I'm not going to have a clue, but she knows who everything is. And we have a small house, very, very small, as you all know. And so it's like, where does she fit every little thing is incredible to me, but there's no way. And so I don't even know where my clothes are all the time because that gets changed every month. Yeah, something like that. It's like an entirely new system. She has a new way. But the great thing about being married to her is, or married, whatever, being together with her, I'm not married, but is that I don't have to think. If I say I'm going to shower, I come out of the shower and my clothes are already laid out for me. And I've heard from other foreigners, it's the same. It's a Filipino way, right? Filipinos do that for their man.
Yeah.
And so, but I don't. She doesn't. Sometimes she asks me what I want to wear, but she doesn't need to. She just figures it out, and she puts it there, and that's it.
Yeah, but except the the breakfast thing, because I need to ask him first if he wants to eat or not. Sometimes he doesn't want to eat, so that's why I don't cook and put food at the table. So for Lara, yeah, I can put food anytime, but him, I need to ask him first if he wants to eat. Have a girlfriend or friends? No.
I keep telling her, she is. There's some people that they don't really ever have friends. That kind of thing. And I keep like trying to. You should get a friend. You should get
Actually, I have best friends since high school.
But they're acquaintances now.
I know, but they just talk to me if they need something. But
Yeah.
Sorry.
And it's like infrequent.
Yeah.
Like there's no person that you talk to every week, guaranteed.
I know. I just need. I need the friend, but starting. One of my friend ruined my life, ruined my trust. She break my trust. So that's why I don't want to find the real friend that I can trust. So I don't know if I can trust that. They can talk to me, but I don't want to trust. That's it. I don't want to trust.
So yeah, she she gets along with women. We have like my friends, they have girls. She gets along with them, but she just doesn't get that close friendship. She keeps them at that level, that acquaintance level, hang out if they're around, but you won't see her like chit chatting and then inviting them out and doing things and going to hang out with them.
Yeah, I'm sorry to say that, but
I'm her best friend.
Yeah, he's my best friend. That's it. Laura too.
But I want her. I want that for her. I really do.
But I can hang out with them.
I know.
You know what I mean.
Because I feel like everybody needs to have that especially females, because our brains work differently, males and females, and that they need somebody to bitch about. Bitch about me, bitch about life, bitch about whatever, because you may not do it to me, or you want to bitch about me,
One
so you
thing
don't
I
want to
can
bitch to
do with
me.
that is, I don't. It's okay if
You
I
just
don't
do it
have
with your mother.
friend. No,
Oh.
I'll just stay here and then do some work. That's it. My brain is, oh my god, peaceful. No problem. Like I don't need to go out, hang out with somebody. That's it. I can hang out with you, but that's a little bit not too long, because I know you have the stuff to do. So
Well, yeah, and to me, I think an important thing about a relationship, we're going to get to the next question, is you have to have some missing. You got to miss that person. Otherwise, you drive each other crazy. You get bored of each other, whatever. And so it's important. That's why I like having the office, is that you go. It also helps you focus and just do the shit you wanted to do, right? Whatever it is you want to do, you're focused on it. You're at home. There's just distractions. But if you have something where you're apart for a bit and then you come back together, then you miss each other, you appreciate each other, and it's not like every day all I do. Like yesterday, we didn't, I haven't been feeling well for days. I haven't been going anywhere,
yeah,
getting out, and I think that's important. You need to have something so you're like, oh, I miss that person for a minute, just.
yeah. But I don't sit with him like how many hours for. I leave him. I left him. I go upstairs. I do my stuff.
You do, but you're not gonna miss me. We're in the same.
Because we're just
You can
one
still
roof.
Mike, and I would hear you. Not the same.
Laura.
She isn't clingy. She isn't. She definitely isn't clingy. I wasn't saying that, but I think like people that when they have a job or their lives are busy or whatever, and then when they spend time together, they really like that time together because it's special as opposed to it's 24/7. If it's 24/7, eventually that meaning, that feeling of value goes away because it's like, well, this is every day. That's not special. I come from a little bit more wisdom in this, so I'm just that's my opinion. Anyway, read this before because it's already disappeared off the top.
Pat, do you still hold Mike's Lumby while he slumbers?
Slumbers is sleeping, and he's using a silly thing here.
I don't understand.
See, that's the thing. You can't use sarcasm in the Philippines, like English sarcasm. They're not gonna get it.
Yeah, I don't.
They're saying, "Are you holding something when I'm sleeping? Something of mine." I knew she'll get it eventually. Used to. By the way, again, this dropped off, but anyway, I still want to thank you. That was huge. Very, very, very generous. Oh, was it not working? What?
I don't know. I like it in heart.
You like what?
You need to touch this.
Oh, I didn't
This
click
is-
on the heart.
yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you. There we go.
Catherine, how do you find projects to donate
Okay, Larry, I'm shaking the
to,
camera.
and how to raise money for them there in the Philippines? Me and my wife would like to do it. I don't get it.
Okay. I don't think she will know on this because, yeah, so it is illegal to collect money for charity here in the Philippines if you are not a registered charity. So the first thing would be to do is you need to register charity because the government needs to track every dollar you got coming in and then showing your expenditures that you're spending out, right? In order to, just like I think most countries are like that. But here in the Philippines, literally, it can be the most dangerous thing. Do not say you're collecting money for charity and then take money in. That's why I'm always so careful. I'm like, please, no, just give to the charity. Please don't give to me. I definitely don't want any trouble. And I just want to help people. That's it. Let's just help people. Give to a registered charity in the Philippines. Yeah, so that if you want to do anything, ask people to donate or whatever, just that's the law. You need a legal registered charity so that you have to report every year. Sometimes they'll ask you to do quarterly, depending on the dollars you're dealing with or whatever. But well, actually, you might even have to file monthly, like every other business. And or no, it's quarterly. Yeah, quarterly.
Quarterly.
Unless you're dealing with mega, it's going to be quarterly. And you will have to have probably, I don't know all the regulations for charities, but I believe you may have to have an accountant, you may have to have a lawyer, all that stuff. But yeah, there is a process. Do it legally. Never ask anybody to donate to you. Then you just go and help people. Even if you film it, even if you do whatever, you can still get yourself in a lot of trouble. If you spend your own money doing charitable things, totally legal. You can do whatever the hell you want with your money, but don't ask others to give you money. Let's see.
I didn't even know.
Come on, you knew at some point.
What was your man? I don't know. I didn't think that was, but
She's already gone public with this on a live that she wasn't even into me for quite some time. Right? Like we were living in the same house, separate bedroom, and it took her a few days of that before.
Yeah.
Because you'd have to go back and know our stories. Well, I said, has a Filipina trap a foreigner? That was another one,
that's
right? And that was like the process that happened. That I was trying to help them, and just work, and I would get something, somebody to take care of the house and laundry and everything else, and she would just be a live-in, and then it turned into a relationship. But
he came to me first, right? See?
Well, you kidnapped me, but okay.
Yeah, I kidnapped you, but
I'm clipping that. Finally, she admitted it.
No, he kidnapped me.
On camera. No, too late. Can't take it back. All right, what's this?
I need Kat's advice. How and where is the best place to meet a partner in the Philippines? The Philippines?
Yeah.
Here.
Where are all the single girls?
There's some single here in Roxas City, but you need to go to, a place that, it's just the province. This is province, but
Even more provincial.
yeah. I don't know what else, because.
Well, name some places like Pilar.
Oh yeah, Pilar.
Altavas.
Altavas. Yeah, I think it's more on Pilar, right? Because more girls there.
The more provincial, the better.
Yeah, more provincial.
But where?
Girls.
Where should they go in? If they go to Pilar, where should they seek out?
I don't familiar with Pilar.
Right, but if you live there, the hangout place would probably be the waterfront, right? Remember they set up those vendors? We did the tour there, remember?
Oh, okay, yeah.
And they set up all those vendors, and they built that road down by the water, and at night it gets packed.
Oh yeah.
But it's the same in Gimbal. It's same.
Just like the dike,
Yeah, you got to find the one place that everybody goes. So it's either the plaza if they're inland.
Oh yeah, the plaza. Yeah, you can go to plaza if you want. In Pilar. Here is
People's Park.
Oh yeah, People's Park.
What about the market?
I don't think so.
What about the market?
Oh, not really. There's nothing there.
What about some girl that works at a market stall? I go in there and all the girls.
Really? Because I saw there
They all
in
hi.
market, it's just like they're all married women.
That's true, but there'll be younger ones.
Oh, just few younger
Yeah,
girls.
just a few. You're right. Only
yeah.
a few.
Suggest you to go to Pilar, Plaza, something like that. The dike, if you know the dike, the ocean views. Yeah.
The seawalls.
Seawalls.
Where they set up the vendors.
It's just like in Gibao. Yeah, we call it dike, so we don't know the proper word for that. Yeah, you can go to Pilar.
A lot of people think that, okay, I'll go to the expat bars and the restaurants and all that. And it's like, they're not really going to see very many there, to be honest, single girls just hanging out. Because girls aren't going to go together to go hang out there, right?
It's just game for them. Something like
that. So you kind of want to go where, like, there are some coffee shops near all the universities that get packed. But like here, like in Rojas, we have the Capitol Park, the stadium. Remember at 5 o'clock, it gets so busy.
Yeah. stadium.
But you'll kind of feel weird hanging out there. I'm going to be
Yeah.
honest. Like if you were a foreigner guy,
Mm,
you'd be like, um,
it's weird.
yeah, it might be a
It's
little
weird.
weird. It would be a little weird. But like, if you were downtown in the capital area, which is surrounded by universities and a lot of single people, there's all those vendors that are set up beside the
The
Capitol
business
Park.
center here in Rojas, the business center here, there's more single girls, single ladies.
That will
So
hang out after work and
yes,
after
because
school.
there's a vendors also. We went there, Lara and
Yep.
the couple here. We went there, and also not only students you see there, but there's more girls that hang out with another girlfriends.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might find them there.
Yeah. But yeah, a lot of mistakes are just like, or, just sitting in a restaurant or whatever. And it's not a bad thing. Like, don't get me wrong. It is another tactic is to go to the same restaurant every day. And even if the girls that work in there are not single, their cousins might be single. So they'll start talking about, well, there's this foreigner and he's single and he comes in every day the same time and has a break. And eventually everybody will get to know that you are always there at that time. And anybody who's really interested, well, but all they're going to do is just show up. You still have to make the move. They're not going to come up and start talking to you. Right? They might smile, they might give a little corner of the eye thing, but you're going to have to do all the work.
Yeah.
They're very shy, right?
And also, I have some people messaging me and also personal asking me that, do you have a single guy there at the Beaver? Something like that. But that's all girls. And I said, just come to the Beaver. And I don't know, because a lot of the customer there, more on foreigners, and they have partners already, but some are don't have girlfriends. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that's what I tell people all the time. Go to like even Rojas, I think it's okay. Because I remember between when I was not in a relationship, when I was first invited to, or not first, but like right after, when I was starting to explore Rojas City and coming here, that People's Park, if I went there at 5 o'clock, and I walking around there and just checking it out and everything, I was getting a lot of girls talking to me. And it'd be like, a married older sister would be like, my sister is single, and I would get that. They would come up and they would say stuff to me and stuff like that, and they hang out in like little clusters, might be family members, cousins, whatever, and so I still think it's still a good place, but down by where all the universities are and everything, yeah, the Capitol Park, that is even busier than coming all the way up here, because up here they have to pay for a trike to get all the way here, where that would be you're right where they can leave school, work, whatever, and just be right there and then go right back to their wherever they live. Everything's so close for them. But I tell people that if they come here, I'm like, just okay, rent a car, whatever, go to Altavas at 5 o'clock. Because when you drive through there at 5 o'clock, the whole town comes out and they're in one spot. They're in that one spot. And if you're just walking around there, you will be like a glowing glow bug, in a dark place. You will stand out like you can't even believe. You'll be the only foreigner anywhere in town. Even every guy, every girl, everybody will want to say hello to you.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to be so inquisitive of why you're there. You will be like, you will have my daughter's single, my granddaughter's single. You will have people all over trying to set you up. But a lot of people just go to the cities and they stick to places that are going to cost 500 pesos or 1,000 pesos to eat at, and then go where all the girls. Well, they may not be able to afford that, and if they can, they're probably married and in a stable relationship with careers and everything else. They're not available. Like they're already married, that kind of thing, and that's really not where you go. Michael, in Canada, where did you live? I lived all over Mississauga, Guelph, up to Barrie. I lived in Sudbury for a while, that kind of thing. Everywhere around Greater Toronto area for the most part, though. Yeah. We're gonna go golfing again very soon.
Yeah.
She loves it, but there's no golfing here in Rojas City.
No.
Sorry. And I know somebody pointed out the sim golf thing. That'd be very cool to do too. But the market here isn't matured enough for that. Like even a driving range. I've already talked to people that are very powerful in the city and that really understand and everything, and they're like, there just wouldn't be enough for a business model to work yet. Eventually there will be, but they don't believe. Trust me, these are very, very smart people that I'm speaking to, and they're like, not yet. Don't worry, Kat. My wife does the same thing with her friends as well. There you go. There you go. Don't feel bad. I am so lucky she kidnapped me. And yes, there you go. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. I agree. Things are good. Things are good. We won't say it that way. Don't worry. Hey, what's up? It's Gab from Iloilo. Wait, which Gab? I know a few Gabs. The one in charge of tourism and what's Peso? Yeah, Peso. I don't know if it's that Gab. Maybe. Hello, Gab. Mike, we are planning on being in the Philippines in April and May. Can we use your website to find a route? Yeah. Well, for a month. So right now, we're not trying to compete with Airbnb or like even like you'll notice even hotels.com and everything, they've all started to do the Airbnb thing too. So condos that are for rent for 1 month, that kind of thing, up to 30 days, right? That's generally what Airbnb is for, up to 30 days. That doesn't mean that if you look at some of our listings, just click on the listing, you'll see that some of them do say you can rent 1 month, 3 months, and 6 months, but it's extremely rare. The site right now is not, I'm not looking to go after Airbnb's business. Maybe one day, that'd be great. But and that's the same with like, I'm not allowing the for sale. Somebody posted one recently, I had it deleted because they just put a condo for sale. And I'm like, no, that's not what the site is about. I don't want to fill it with clutter because that's already what exists. You go in a rental group on Facebook and 99% of it isn't even rentals. It's like, oh, what am I here for, right? I want to keep it organized and structured and not just like it's selling out just so to be big, you're going to allow everything. No. So the short-term rental stuff does exist. There's a few people that have it in there where that is available, but that's an Airbnb thing, you know, that really is. Airbnb, hotels.com, Ogata, and all that, they all have that. If you pick out a month, it'll start showing you stuff that you can get, but for a whole month.
It's
But
Agoda.
Agoda. Sorry. Kat is very beautiful. I think you should feature her more. I agree. Put you in a bikini on the thumbnails.
He used AI. I said, look at my face. This is not me.
It is you, by the way. Yes, thumbnails are so much easier. I am a video maker. I don't care about, like, we're not going to do a photo shoot every day for these things. And so, and I don't have her available. Okay, we need good lighting, everything, and I take a picture just to put it on the front. It's the world now. You automate as much as you go, and that's what we do. Yeah, is there a GoFundMe in the Philippines? No, there is not. That's why Sulu Garden Foundation, for this one, to help with the kids and the surgeries, was one of the oldest people that were a part of the foundation, lives in America. And so he had to set it up. And if you go to the GoFundMe, it says that all this will be donated directly to Sulu Garden Foundation in the Philippines. Because they don't allow it here. Otherwise, everybody would have a GoFundMe, and it would just be, you know, I don't know. They just don't allow it. They don't allow GoFundMe. There's none of those websites here. So yeah. When you first met each other, did you feel something like a spark or attraction to each other? No. So in the beginning, I was so trying to not be in a relationship. I was trying to focus on growing a channel. You know, I was restarting my whole YouTube thing. Like I said, my ex got the channel, so I started over and got the name, but it was small, and I was hammering. I was so focused. I'm going to make videos every day. But to say there was like so that was at first, right? First, there really wasn't much, and but she was great for views. Don't get me wrong, she was. And so I was like, okay, well, if I go back there, I'm definitely going to include her, and I did. And invite her, and she was like, yeah. And so she was down. So it's not like zero, but it was not in the same way, right? But it grew. And I think her playing hard to get essentially what she was doing. Let's be honest. It did kept me breaking my own rule where I was like, no, I'm not going to be in a relationship. I have no interest. And yeah, so there was just like this thing, you know.
Yeah, no
So
spark. Like it's just a for me, it's just a friend first, right? So I'm not ready for having a relationship again. It's because you know what happened from my past. So I said, oh, this is not, this is not okay. So it's just a friend, nothing.
dog's chewing something.
Yeah, it's
Um,
just a friend actually.
but I'm gonna get you on this. Are you ready?
But
She had emergency after emergency after emergency. After we met her, there was always something. Something. Oh my gosh, this is going on. Oh my God, I'm in the hospital. I need money for this. I need money for that. I was like, she sent me pictures of her in the hospital looking all sick. And I was like,
oh,
I swore she was a scam. She wasn't a scam, it turns out. But I was like, wow, this is just every red flag in the book.
because I have that time I
But it
had
was
my
bad timing.
UTI. Because actually I have my UTI since I was working at the company. So that's really bad. So I said, oh, this is really bad. I wasn't I don't have a plan to tell you that time, but my cousin who taking care of me at the hospital, and she said, "Can you just tell Mike that you're here in the hospital?" Because I said, "Don't bother him. Like he is in. I think you're here in Rojas. Yeah, here he is in Rojas.
Maybe.
Yeah."
Looking for a place.
And then I said, "No, I don't want to give him trouble or problem, something like that." And then she said, give me your phone," something like that. And she started to mess it. So I said,
this is
"Oh
making a
my
lot more
God."
sense now.
So,
Because yeah, in the end, like I was like, oh man. And at the time, like I was like, okay, I want to help her. And I felt guilty about like you see these pictures, but even though, and I'm like, well, listen, your video, it did huge, right? Like your kidnapping or whatever. And so I was like, I will give you a percentage of the money I made on that video. And that way, if I'm not really gifting you anything. I am, you know what? I got a lot from that, and so I sent her the money based on the video's proceeds from that video because that video's got hundreds and hundreds of thousands of views. So um, and so that's what it was. But anyway, so yeah, I was just like, what the heck, man? Like, I swear to God, it was all the red flags. It was just always an emergency. It was something going on all the time. I can't remember, there was something about Laura at one point too, and she needed something from the pharmacy or hospital. I don't know what it was. I'd have to look back at our early messages.
oh yeah.
That's the only way to know. Anyway, at the end of the day, clearly was not.
Sorry, I'm not.
But at the
I don't
time,
know.
that's what was going through my head there. And so but then again, so I was just like, and then every time she would make excuses for us to meet. And so I thought she was really I was like, she must be into me because but then I would see her, and you can see it in the videos. It feels like uncomfortable, some of them, the points in there where it's like, I would leave, we'd go and do a video together, and I would just be like, she barely says anything. She shows like almost like she doesn't even want to be there, sort of vibes. I would go back home and go, I am never ever doing that again. I'm never doing that again. Why am I wasting my time? And I don't want to be dating anyway. Like I shouldn't be going down this path. And I would, but then she would be messaging me immediately. Oh, I had a good time. I can't wait to see you again. Maybe we'll do something again. What are we going to do soon? Oh, next time you come. And I was just like, and so I'd yell at her. I'd say, why is it when you text me like you're interested, but then in person you're completely disinterested?
Because on a cell phone, it's different because you're more comfortable than personal, right? You want to say something?
No, you're not wrong. But I'm just like walking the people through. This is all the crap we went through. It was no guarantee. It was no
You
guarantee.
end up with me. Sorry.
I did end up. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry at all. Thank you very much. I really appreciated Filipino P doing the interview. It was really cool. I've never met regular guy. I've never been in the same area at the same time. I've been in an area and he had just left. or the opposite. He arrived at an area he's never come to Roxas City. I don't know why. Like, come on down. I know he's Canadian, but of course he's always welcome. Like everybody, he's always welcome to come here. But I believe he's just stopped the vlogging anyway. He's a really good storyteller, and I think that's what he's going to stick to now. It sounds like that. I did see his episode, so. Can I use your website to find a rental for women? Yeah, so I did explain that. It's unfortunate. Can you post a link? No, I don't. I can't right now. I don't have a way to do that. But Filipino P, she's so easy to find, and it'll be right there. Yeah.
No, you can message her if you can have the link.
I can do. Well, yeah, but Filipina P.
It doesn't show up.
No, it doesn't matter. That should work. It should just take you right to her channel. Oh, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
But the one video you posted, you can. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Right now, I can't really search it up. So the way I'm set up right now, I don't have a way to search it up for you. If I did, it would just start playing YouTube in the background and everything, and I'm not gonna write that. Anyway, she's really easy to find. So I would normally do that. Sorry about that. It's so what it is I already clicked allow so that it's a notification to all of my subscribers as well as hers when she uploaded that video, so that she gets the same my audience with her. Makes sense. At the end of the day, it's like, well, she's way bigger than my channel. I'm not going to say no. She has 450,000 subscribers. So, yeah. What do I need to do to stay there once I decide to live there? Just there's really nothing. Like some people, you can stay up to 3 years on a tourist visa. You got to keep renewing every 2 months, which is a pain in the butt, and it'll cost you $600 a year, and it might even been up. I haven't checked recently if it's 800 now, the calculation, but it's it's more expensive, but it's a freedom thing you can do in the Philippines. You can just stay that. You can't work, I can't have a business in my name, that kind of thing. Like there are businesses you can legally have in the Philippines, but not on a tourist visa. So somebody else had asked about that. Just need a permanent resident visa, or you can investor visa. So 75,000 US dollars or more, you can invest in a business here. You can get a resident visa, which gives you permanent residency. Doesn't mean you have to live here, but you have the card, so you can come and go to the country as you please. There's different things that you can do, but yeah, to live here, you don't technically, you can stay on the visitor visa and every 3 years go off to Thailand or something, pop just one day and fly right back and get another 3 years. So a lot of people do that as long as you're not looking for all the benefits of a permanent residency. There's quite a few that you can get with that. Like I said, you can get a firearms license technically and have a gun, but not that that's not a big thing here. But yeah, their permanent residency helps with a lot of things. Like some people say, I'm trying to get a car loan down here to get a car. I have a pension, but I don't have the savings. But I have a steady income. I never have to worry about money. But you won't get it unless you have a permanent residency. No, nobody's going to give you a car loan. The interest rates are outrageous. I don't recommend it anyway. But there is no car loans for you. So yeah, so there is. Get an SRRV visa, retirement visa, get something like that, and then you're locked down and you don't have to worry. We are doing great. Thank you very much. I can't believe we've been going for 2.5 hours. Impressive. Well, you guys have stuck with us, so it's been. Tell them from Provincial Girls. There you go. Yeah, you did answer. That's good. I appreciate that, but unfortunately, YouTube decides. You guys get my stuff, right? You watch my stuff and everything else. But if you do not have a thumbnail that literally stands out like crazy, right? Look at Filipino Peas, right? Same thing. You need, bam. You need an unrealistic, super colorful, stand right out, man, to succeed. It's pure and simple. It just really is. And because they do a test, they give 100 people the thing. How many people clicked it out of that 100? and then they decide if you're going to get more. It doesn't matter how many subscribers you are. They've made it so that the small people can compete with the bigger. And so they've made it so that kind of everybody has almost the same chance of success. And so they made thumbnails as the number one. And so AIs are just better at it. It's just the way it is. How is the vet service? Oh, you go all the time.
Not all the time, but they're
Really?
very
Twice a
good.
month. Oh, I'm sorry. Not every day. We're there
They're
like
very
twice a
good
month.
here, actually.
Yeah, vets are good.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them. There's like, it depends where you live, I guess, but we really don't have an issue here.
No.
Kat went to college. And one guy joked, he's like, you should be putting Kat through college and so that she can have a better future. And I'm like, she's been to college. I never finished high school.
And also,
Look at that funny joke right there.
Yeah, and also, if you
The
go
irony.
to college, you're gonna end up with
A minimum wage job. It's true.
so.
Unless you want to be a nurse.
I
And it's
know.
minimum wage here. Like a nurse makes 14,000 pesos a year. But the point of people going to become a nurse here is not to stay here. It's to get your 2 years experience and get out of this country and go get paid 100 grand a year in some other country. But yeah, college here. You want to work at Potato Corner? Where's your college degree? Want to work
Yeah,
at Jollibee?
need
Where's your college
experience.
degree? And
See?
experience, yeah. Mike, what is the biggest moral adjustment you had to make in living to live in the Philippines? So the morality here is actually very, very similar to the more conservative way of life anywhere else. So the overly liberal environment we come from in the West, where, like, come on, we have the gay pride parade and there's people naked walking down Toronto, right? On that day with your families there, kids, and there's naked people. That's not a thing here. You know, like we have swing clubs and all that stuff in Canada. That's not a thing here. It's not considered acceptable. And so, and there's also here, you have to be careful that people need to have ability to save face, and it can be very important here. And you make the wrong person upset, your life can become hell. Some families have a lot of power or say over others in an area, and if it doesn't matter. Say if they did something that's so blatantly horrible or rude or just slimy or whatever, and you're just like, and you want to publicly say something about that, well, you don't want to do that. And if you slight somebody, even if it's true in this country, slander is illegal here criminally. Not, you have to sue them. And so you got to be very careful in things. And so even if it's true, you can't go around spreading it. And so there's that. You have to be more aware that people are very conservative on many with things. Some topics are just not something you talk about here. Like, sex ed's not even a thing here, right? So you really have to, you just got to adjust of what is considered okay and what's not okay to talk about in public with people and stuff like that. It used to be, and I think that's changed a lot, but I think like 10 or 15 years ago, just pointing was considered very rude. Everybody just did go ahead. There you go. Point with your lips. But now even
Yes.
Filipinos now point. They'll be like, yeah, over there. It's becoming less of a thing. Much of the Philippines is changing. I think Western culture was always kind of like here in a little ways, but now every person lives on their phone, on Facebook, TikTok, whatever, especially young people that, like Manny, the respect thing is
Respect.
it's gone. They don't see people doing it on their TikTok. They don't see people doing it on American TV and shows and movies, and so they're not doing it. And so it's really falling off. You still see it, don't get me wrong, but not really.
Not really.
Not really. No. So a lot's changing. And so the moral adjustments will be less and less, I think, as we go. You're not going to see that as much, and it's just becoming, I don't want to say westernized, but internationalized, because all countries are trying to, or almost, not all, I guess China, and there's certain ones that are not converging into what you're used to, but like you're seeing this worldwide, everything's kind of blending into something. Kind of. Sort of. Yeah. Like, what is it? Here in the Vatican's the only place in the world who still can't do divorce. Still can't. So yeah. Yep. Everything comes from YouTube. Don't have any nothing else. In my divorce or separation, whatever. She got everything. The rice mill, the one that owns, yeah. Do you know, is it set up as far as ownership corporation? Well, it's all in his wife's. It's a corporation, but I believe it's 100% in his wife, and maybe not. Actually, I don't know, because there is a threshold here in this country. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice already. What, 3 hours? You can't talk? There is a threshold here where you can have ownership, big ownership. It's dollar amounts. That's how you can have a Starbucks owned by corporate or McDonald's, because it's such a large amount invested in this country that there is ownership law changes or thresholds met. And so it could be that. All I could do is, if you're a serious person, if you're not serious, please don't bother him. You would write me. I don't even think I have his contact, but my friend has his contact, because I'm in the board of commerce with him, or the Chamber of Commerce, sorry. And so I can get you put together if you're interested. I was going to go down and film it, but I haven't yet. Thank you very much. Thank you. Hello from Montana, Philippines. Snowbird in Makati. Hello, hello. I am losing my voice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. I got to end this because I'm losing my voice. So we got that. Thank you very much. She's very introverted, but so am I. I'm extroverted in one way, but I lose the more socializing I do, the more I'm drained. And so that's how I define extrovert and introverted. Extroverts get pumped up from social gatherings, and introverts come on a high and they slowly get drained down. And so I feel like I'm introverted too. I'm just better with talking in public and stuff like that. But yeah.
See that?
But you know me, I go to any place within an hour. I'm like, I gotta go.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, because I can feel myself dropping. You don't want to ever do that. So to get citizenship, you need 10 years of living here as a permanent residency. Then you have to renounce your citizenship from where you were born, which means you lose everything from your previous country. And then you can apply for citizenship. So yeah, there's no dual citizenship allowed unless you were married or born here. Your parents were born here, and when they gave birth to you, you were they were still either a dual or still a citizen of the Philippines. Or you get Congress to pass a law just for you, like they did becoming Filipino, where they the Congress passed a law just for him to become a dual citizen, because he had vlogged here for 10 years, learned 5 languages, and was a big benefit to the country. And so they made a special law just for him. So yeah, it's not something you're really going to want to do. So yeah. Okay, guys, I am literally, this is it. How old is Laura? She's 5 now. So so she'll be 6 and 7 or 8 months from now, 7 months. But, and look, Catherine will be,
I turned 28.
yeah, she'll be turning 28. So, yeah, so you were 22
Mm.
when you gave birth to her?
22, I think.
Well, you were
22.
21 for like, because Laura's in September, you're October. So you were 21,
Yeah,
you were 21 for 1 month.
Yeah,
You turned 22.
I turned 22.
Yeah. Okay. So I do have to go. No, I don't have any plans to move back to Canada. Can you take a car rental island? Yes, but you have to make sure they know that. You have to let them know and make sure the most important thing about renting a car here, make sure all the paperwork is in the car and it's up to date. If the car is more than 3 years old, I think it is, they have to be renewed every year. So if it's not, you could get in big trouble and it costs you a fortune and you ain't going to get on a ship. So there's a bunch of things, but yes, we've had rental car companies who have, we told them where we're going, told them how we're doing. Okay, no problem. Then you can. Okay, there you go. Gregorious introvert. Like, there you go. That's perfect. Okay, I gotta go. I have no voice. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for joining. 2 hours and 44 minutes. That is super, super
Yeah.
duper long. Oh, come. Okay, where are you? Where are you? I
Right
don't.
here. So,
What's his question?
hi,
I'll-
Mac. I have a question about you.
You
Where's that?
found it?
Yeah. Where is that? Oh, it's gone now.
I'm trying to find it. I didn't.
About money. When I retire there, I
Yeah.
do bring all money with me, or do I keep it in here?
Oh
and
yeah, no. So I think depending what country you're from, the money's safer in your home country's money, right? Like for example, in Canada, I think it's $1 million or something like that, or $750,000 that we're protected by the government in deposits. But here in the Philippines, it's like 1 million pesos. So that's 20 grand, that kind of thing. And so if anything ever happened to that bank or whatever, you're only guaranteed a certain amount. And that's not per account, per bank. So there's a lot of reasons why it makes more sense to keep your money separate. You can have a good amount here, but you have a good amount back in your home country. So now you have your keep both bank accounts. Like once you set one up here, transfer from one bank account to the other. It's so easy, cheap, often free. Using just it takes about 3 days using the normal transfer thing. I can't remember what it's called, but the worldwide one, Swift. Yeah, there's no need to have it all here. So I think it makes it better. Like, say if something happens, your bank account here, bank gets hacked, whatever, anything, then you still have your American, Canadian, whatever. You can still use an ATM if you needed to, something like that. It doesn't hurt to diversify, spread out, but there's no need. No need, definitely not. Okay, sorry, I do have to go. I literally have no voice left. So I'll see you all very, very soon. Canadian law and taxes and stuff like that, just ask an accountant. I'm not legally on YouTube allowed to give tax advice. And so because that question you just asked me, would it apply to you? I have no idea. Do you have income earning assets in Canada? Do you have a house in Canada? Do you have, like, there's so many things that matter. Did you file a final tax return? And if so, did you have all those other things? Do you have a private pension? Do you have a public pension? Again, please talk to an accountant. They can answer this very, very easily. If you're in America, as far as I know, you can never leave the IRS. It doesn't matter. But like when I was in Albania, I was a resident of Albania. I had to pay taxes in that country. I had to pay pension in that country. Like, there's so many things. Do not ask a YouTuber tax advice. Please don't. Anyway, talk to a tax accountant. I'm sure it'll not be that expensive. All right, I gotta go. I have no voice. No voice. I can't believe it.
Yes.
Goodbye, everybody. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. By the way, here's our view. Our view. Not a bad view, right? It's pretty nice. Thank you. Thank you. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.